Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello, hello. How are we? Who all's in here?
Z159.
Good morning, everybody. Glad to see you guys.
Who's that? Squirt. Squirt who? Squirt is P. You dumb rednecks.
Right about now, you are listening to the incredible
A mediocre time with Tom and Dan, who kindly remind you that squirt is P.
So much typing. All right. I mean, you're just mad that our team isn't doing that. You're just mad because our team isn't doing that. It was good. I thought it was pretty awesome. That's a great way to win. Make a mistake, then fix it. So your problem with our team is we just make mistakes and then we don't fix them. Nothing but mistakes. I keep going back to that Carolina game, and it's just like, oh my God. Yeah, you're right. So, yeah, okay, you know. But you've been supporting actively longer. I keep my Falcon to my hide it. Let me get rid of that. What is that? Let's get rid of that. Okay. All right. Goodbye, Synthwave. How's everybody doing today? Let me give the chat room some love. SJ, hello, hello. Kendall. Shell, hey Shell, what's up? Haven't said hi to you in a minute. Shredbear, Duncan, Fascinio, EJ is in there. Hello, EJ. What's up, buddy? EMH82, Duncan Thaw, Cornish cheesecakes. Man, you got any new? That apple one, the apple strudel cheesecake. That's the one. And I'm not even like an apple cheesecake man, but that one. You know why? Because the apples, they weren't. And I told Andrea to tell you this. They weren't smooshed. They still had some give. You know, like competition-style ribs, they say when you pull meat off a rib, it's still going to have some give to it. It can't be just mush, meat mush. Your apples were not mush. So, there you go. That's why I liked it. Really good flavor. Who else? Doing Stuff, Danny. Hey, Doing Stuff, Danny. Good to see you. Ghost of Minute Bull, as I said earlier. Merchman, what up, buddy? What do you guys think about Rush going on tour? You know, I was angry about it at first until I did my research. And now that I've done my research, I'm completely confident that they made a good decision, and I was wrong. I was wrong. The girl drummer that they picked, she is phenomenal. Like, literally amazing. I don't even think you can call her a drummer. I think that doesn't give her enough credit. I think she's known as a composer, so that's pretty cool. How much for tickets? Has anybody looked into how much for Rush tickets are they? Because, you know, Geddy Lee's real big on the... In fact, I rewatched an interview with him where he talks about the fan experience. It was from 2015. And he talks about how he always has wanted to give you more for your dollar than, you know, than you're spending. So I'd be interested to see what they do. Okay. We've got Kenny this morning. All right. Thanks, sir.
Kenny will be here soon.
All good. He's not the mayor of Pervert Town anymore. I'm changing his songs. I figured out how to do, I could tell you guys, because you're the Twitch chat. I figured out the hack for doing, it's not that creative, but I thought about it and I'm like, well, AI knows like real songs, like it knows real music. So you can't really take real music and then alter it that much because there's safeguards in place. But what if you took the song and then you sang the song yourself and then produced your own parody of it and then had AI swoop in and clean it up? Like this one right here.
Why is he on the show? Nobody really knows. He's tall and skinny. His name is Kenny. It's Kenny Samsel. Is he still married? He's tall and skinny. His name is Kenny. It's Kenny Samsel. It's Kenny Samsel. Kenny Samsel.
Now, believe it or not, that's me singing. I just don't sound like a Latin woman, like a hot. I don't sound like Genevieve from, what was that show? The Genevieve, she was the conductor on the Genevieve Givings. She's the conductor for, what was that show? Choo Choo Soul. Oh, maybe that's the one I should do, Choo Choo Soul. All aboard the choo-choo train, all aboard the choo-choo train, all aboard the choo-choo train, all aboard, choo-choo. Choi Who Soul? That's racist, Andrea. You can't say that. My wife's in the chat room being racist. She said Choi Who Soul, which is Korean. I don't even want to tell you guys what that means in Korean. Bad. Real bad. Yeah, it did get butchered. Maybe you need to ease up on the snacks, your birthday snacks. Hey, it's Andrea's birthday today, everybody. She is 37 years old. But AI can't find me singing Reading Rainbow, but they can find Reading Rainbow, but they can't find me singing it. So then I'm trying to do another one, and I kind of like giving you guys the behind the scenes of how I make this dumb shit. Because now, until they shut that down, and then Tom and I are talking like, are they going to be able to shut that down? Well, theoretically, I'm just singing a cover of the song, so I don't know if they can shut that down. Too far gone. Toothpaste is out of the tube. Let's see if it catches this one, because I'm doing another one. I may have found the hack until they loop it. Yep, it worked, T. The other one I'm working on. It loaded it, because I was just worried about it loading it.
Just some puke emails from the listeners we love, sending tales of disaster from a night they threw up. Missing the boat, yeah.
Fuck that part up.
Painting the walls. Someday the janitor will get them, but the smell be too much. Talking their guts the only way they know how. That's just a little bit more than the stomach's allowed.
I have to work on that a little more.
Welcome to Pukes of Hazard.
He shouldn't be singing that part. This sounds more like Waylon. Kind of fun to do this stuff on stream with you guys, to tell you the truth.
Just some puke emails
That's good.
from the listeners we love.
That sounds more like Waylon.
Sending tales of disaster from a night they threw up.
That's not bad.
Missing the
Supposed to
boat.
be missing the boat, hating the wall. My version does it better, actually. Here's mine. Just some puke emails. You gotta go do it like in here. From the listeners we love. Listeners we love. Spewing tales of disaster from a night they threw up. I think the key change on that actual karaoke track is kind of shitty. I should send this to you, SJ, and let you play with it, because you probably have better AI models than I have. But anyway, that's what I'm working on this morning, and I'll get it done later this afternoon, hopefully, and it will be okay. But anyway, anybody else in here that I didn't say hi to? Let's see. It's probably the sun. If you were to pick anything, Dawn from DeLand, I would imagine that being down here and then, you know, limited sunscreen and just like being in the sunshine all the time probably does a little bit of that for you, you know? There you go. Melissa beat me to it. Let's see if my other thing worked over here. Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did. We have Kenny coming in first to hang with us. Oh, that's him right here. Man, it was like I said, we have Kenny coming in to hang with us, and you open the door like you're a sitcom character. What's up, buddy?
I need to do the Kramer and be like, oh.
Hey, Jerry. What's up, buddy? Up high.
What's up, dude?
Good to see you.
Great
I
to
like
see
your
you.
pants, man.
Thank you.
You have the craziest pants of any friend we have.
I
But I'm going to try to outdo you at the Fairvilla Halloween party.
Oh, boy.
I'm wearing my, and it's going to fit better than it ever has because I'm skinnier than when Russ and Dale Torberg tried to bully me by like making me wear some crazy turd suit, like a zany suit.
Yeah.
But I don't think they understand that I don't care about looking stupid. I
Yeah.
mean, look at my face. So I have that suit now. It's an expensive ass suit. It's like
Yeah.
a $300 suit. And now I think it's going to look good. I think it's going to look tight on me. I mean, not tight on me. Like, it'll look
It will look fly on you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Fly.
I get what you meant with the tight.
tight was dated, fly is dated.
Yep.
Tom, would you like to throw out a dated superlative?
Raise the roof.
Yeah, he wins. Boots with the fur. Thank you.
You guys may have
Let's do a show called Boots with the Fur where it's just two dads that don't know shit. And we're like, welcome back to Boots with the Fur.
I think we do that.
Yeah,
show.
I know we do that shit.
and you're just like, hey, groovy, baby.
That's a pretty good,
That's
a
horrible.
pretty
That
good
was
Austin
that
Powers.
Was a shitty Austin Powers.
You know, I miss the days when I was on a show that we would canoodle with an Austin Powers impersonator named Peter Banks.
Oh, that's right.
Remember that guy?
He would get promoted. all the
Yeah,
time.
baby, Peter Banks. And he died. He did.
Did he die of gingivitis?
No, baby.
I'm just British stereotype.
It is fun to say that. It's fun to be like, yeah, baby. Are you redoing that?
Yeah, go up high, bring it low.
Yeah, Michelle Obama.
All right, I like it. Yeah, I'm awkwardly tall, so I need to like adjust. All
Perfect.
things considered.
Perfect. All right, I think we're good. Mr. Van, you good?
Yes.
My wife's sending me all the different fun birthday things that she's getting this morning. All right, let's keep that. All right, would you like to start, T?
Yes.
This is tonight 1, tonight 3, tonight
This is tonight 1 and 2.
1 and 2.
Ooh, two
Yeah.
segments.
You get showcase,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. Well,
You get-
if you got it in you, Kitty,
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
I don't know
Oh,
what
I
you
like
have
you're
to.
like an NFL coach.
Yeah, yeah. I may cut it short at 30.
Yeah,
if
depends
I,
on how much you want it.
Yeah, yeah.
How
If,
much do you want it? How much do you care about the team? How much do you care about the success
Listen,
of the team? Are you an
enough-
individual, or do you care about pushing Tom and Dan across that line?
Enough to run for 75 yards and then drop the ball inches
Okay,
away
we're
from
gonna talk about that.
Yeah.
I lost my goddamn second survivor
Yeah.
because of that.
Hey, fuck you, DeMarcato.
And I wrote that. That was the only thing I had written down.
Yeah, we'll definitely talk about it on the show because there's like bigger ramifications for
Would
this.
you like to
Well,
start?
It's also a bizarre phenomenon that happens
All
way
the-
more than happens.
it's so-
It's so weird. Okay.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, here we go. In 3.
Welcome to A Corporate Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Tom.
I am Dan. We're live on Twitch. We're live on YouTube. Come hang out with us. Just search for @TomandDanLive on all of your social media platforms. You might be an Instagram or TikTok person. Most people are. @TomandDanLive is where you can find us. Melissa, she's in our chat room currently. Right now I'm talking to her. She does an amazing job with her videos.
Yes.
And I'm very proud to work with somebody that funny and creative. So, Melissa, thank you for making us look way funnier than we actually are. Appreciate you.
I say she's overrated.
Okay, I like that. I like
that. That's for bullying
This
me
is how
all
we.
the time.
This is how we balance things out. I
Oh.
give the compliments, and then bad cop swings in, and he's like,
Yeah.
"I think she's a whore."
Yeah, no, I don't say that. I just said that
she is a bit of a whore.
that technology.
She's a touch whorish.
No, come on.
Loose
Why-
clothing?
No, why would you say that?
Loose clothing.
Wouldn't
She
tight
dresses
clothing-
like she
Come on.
wants it.
Wouldn't tight clothing be the indication?
Yeah,
Not
No,
loose
loose clothing. It's changed. Everything has changed. The world is upside down. Kenny, you don't know what's happening.
Well, speaking of Kenny, you wrote him a new info.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Kenny.
boy.
Here, I got a new one for you.
Why is he on the show? Nobody really knows. He's tall and skinny. His name is Kenny. It's Kenny Samsel. Is he still married?
Are you still married?
He's tall and skinny. His name is Kenny. It's Kenny Samsel. It's Kenny Samsel. Kenny Samsel.
Because Reading Rainbow's back.
I'm surprised not one pervert joke in
No,
there.
you said not to.
Yeah.
No, I never said that.
Yeah, it's written in our bathroom. It says, "Stop calling me a pervert" in Sharpie marker on the wall.
Oh,
And
that's
you don't think I stare at it while I'm using the number 1 every day?
That's just a bit.
Plus, I figured out how to hack AI, and now I can steal any music I want as long as I sing it and then give it to AI and go, "Make me a girl." I can do anything I want.
I'm pretty sure
Nobody can stop me now.
Pig T Christine is the motivation as to the why am I here. She asks that every time in the chat. Don't think I don't read it.
Yeah.
Don't think I don't read.
A lot of
Well,
the
it's a
ladies,
valid question.
Yeah, it is a valid question.
Yeah.
And then you've done the ladies dirty on this show, they think. They don't like you. They don't like you.
Yeah. They're the ones that told us you're a pervert.
They were.
I'm
They were.
like,
We
I
carried
don't
it
know.
over-
I
we
don't know
carried it
anything-
over from
I'm
them.
like, I don't know anything about
Yeah,
him.
my wife's
I
like,
guess
"What do you know
you're
about
right.
this Kenny the pervert?" I'm like, "I don't know, but I'm going to call him that on the show."
Yeah. We'll just let anybody on the show.
Yeah, that's
Little
true.
trivia. I had a class at UCF with your wife one day, and she dropped the class.
My wife?
Yeah.
Yeah, because a pervert. She heard.
What class?
She's like,
It was like radio broadcasting and programming or
For
something at
perverts.
UCF.
yeah, it was radio
When was that?
broadcasting for perverts.
This was like 2005, 2006.
How'd you know it was
Oh,
about you
20
just
years
remembered
ago.
her?
No,
You
no,
remember,
because
yeah.
this was when you guys were like first dating, and you were saying that she was on another radio
And you
station.
came over to her and you're like, "Hey, sucker, why you dating that little M-word? Why don't you get with a tall man, sucker? Why don't you get with a big guy?
I
Why
did
don't
the-
you get with a Travis Kelce with a big Pecker Kelsey wood? Big Taylor Swift wood. Why don't you get big redwood tree pecker? Sucker, pecker sucker.
I did the
But I
Vanilla
can't say
Ice.
that.
Like, why don't you ditch the zero and get with a hero?
Yeah.
And then I shaved
Hey,
my
big
eyebrows.
hair. Hey, big hair. Why don't you get with a tall guy instead of a small guy?
Well, because she was talking about her experience because she was on the morning show and like their gimmick was that they were a family. Like the main two hosts were the mom and dad, and she was the producer and
The
everything.
most sexual harassment I've ever seen on a morning show.
It was on a light rock station. That's what I'll
yeah,
say.
Yeah, they go hard. Man. They go hard because you get horny when you're listening to all that sexy music. You know, you hear some Christopher Cross sailing and you're like ready to lay out, with a lady.
Now, what's considered sexual harassment?
Sitting in each other's laps and making out.
Oh, okay.
On air.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, they were wanting to do that, right?
It's pretty
That's-
awesome.
So it's only harassment if the one person doesn't want
True,
to do
true,
it.
that's
right?
true. That's true. There's
Yeah,
nothing
yeah.
wrong
That-
with it. It
that-
was consensual.
Or is it like when you record a phone call, it's a one-party consent?
No. This was two. This
Yeah,
was,
yeah,
this was all above board. It was just like,
They were-
what is happening?
There were coworkers that were banging. That
That's
happens
true.
a lot.
That's a real thing.
So Kenny, what could they possibly teach you in radio broadcasting class? Because I can't even think of it.
Well, when I took it,
One
like,
thing.
there was like even when I took it, there was nothing you could learn from it.
Yeah. I can't imagine that they're giving you
I-
any valid information.
Correct. I learned really nothing. I loved my time at UCF. I learned nothing in their radio television program.
Well, it's because you got to check off the prerequisites, right? Like, and I know Tom hates hearing that, but it's not really about learning. It's more about getting in the system and then like, did you check off that you know what radio is and you read all the dumb bugs? Yes, I did. Okay, now you can go to the next step, which isn't necessarily fair, but it is how it kind of works.
It was good to learn the terminology, like to understand what a sweeper was, to understand what a donut is, to understand what,
DJ knows what donuts are.
Hey, but like it was good to understand that, but I could also learn that at a radio station. Like, you know what I mean? Like working there or being an intern there, I would have learned the exact same thing
Unfortunately, that might rattle the very, very fragile egos of all of the people that work at the radio stations, right? So that's why you don't get tons of like people, like they don't cultivate new talent at radio stations because most of the time you're clawing for your lives, you know?
The weird thing to me is the people that made the most money at the radio station had no idea about radio or anything about
Correct.
digital donuts. They knew about regular donuts. But whatever the hell else
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
saying, sweepers and anything technical, the
All I
people
needed
that
to
made
know
the
is-
most money didn't know nothing about
True.
nothing.
All I needed to know is that you can't eat digital donuts. That's all I need to know, and then I'm out.
Yeah, yeah.
Digital hot dogs, on the other hand.
And I'm not talking about. I'm talking across the board.
All of
the-
North America.
Yeah. Like,
Yes.
like even the
That's
Jim Phillips. I didn't think knew anything about the technical parts of radio.
See, he did back in the day because he ran his own board. So
Oh,
I,
okay,
can, I
yeah.
can step in there for that one. But
And-
you'd had to have been there as long as I was to
Yeah.
see that.
Especially if you did news, you were a one-man band a lot of the time. So you had to
Yeah.
record,
Yeah.
edit, produce.
What's
like,
strange
do
about
everything.
Jim, what's good about him, though, is he came from a news background and then fell into talk. So it's weird because he had to do a lot more work back then. It kind of morphed into easier work, whereas your normal morning zoo guy now, come on. They don't really know what's happening.
So Kenny, let's get into some sports real quick because I had a bitch about something.
Yeah.
Please, get
I've-
it off your chest.
I've never had it where in one single week I've lost 3 survivor pools, all of them in fact, because I got into multiple survivor pools. And to explain, if anybody doesn't know, survivor pool, you pay money at the beginning and then you just have to pick a winner each week. And if you pick a loser, you're out. And then at the end of it, whoever gets the furthest will get all the money, or you have to split the money if someone ties with you. Usually, though,
Statistically,
it-
that's going to be difficult because the twist is you can't pick the same team
Yes.
twice in
Yeah.
a season.
yeah. So once you pick a team, then that team gets eliminated, and then you have to choose another team as the weeks go on.
Yep.
So it gets harder and harder because obviously you're picking really good teams at first, and then it gets less and less easy to
Or
pick
you
a
be
guaranteed
strategic
winner.
about it, and you're like, oh, I need to pick not as good of a team, but with an easy win,
Well,
so I
that's what
can
it-
save.
That's
the
what I was
better
going to
teams
ask.
for later.
Does anybody try the harder route? Does anybody say,
Yeah,
okay, I'm
that's
gonna,
strategy. That's
I'm
a
going
good
to start
strategy.
with
You
the-
got to do a mix of both because,
Yeah.
like a couple of weeks ago, I chose the Cardinals. Over I think I can't remember what team, but I chose the Cardinals to win, and they did win. And then I know, everyone got beat so hard. I don't know what the letters I can say.
yeah,
So,
you're all right. You're
so
all right.
going into this week, I still had 3 open Survivor, games open that I was still in it. I hadn't picked a loser yet.
Sure.
And so this last week, I just decided to pick that the Rams would be a good pick against the decimated 49ers.
Yeah, I've heard you've talked about this one stung a lot.
I picked Arizona Cardinals against the Tennessee Titans
did.
that hadn't won a single game yet, and I figured that was a good pick. And then, of course, I picked the Chiefs playing Duval. And the Jacksonville Jaguars, who played last night, thinking that the Chiefs, the 2-2 Chiefs, going to Jacksonville. And Jacksonville hasn't looked that great.
And they
even at 3-1.
regain, right? They right the ship, and then here
Yeah,
come
yeah,
the
yeah,
Chiefs.
yeah,
This is
yeah.
when they make their
I mean,
turn.
their first 2 games were against really difficult opponents,
Sure.
so
Yeah.
it makes sense.
Yeah. And then I figured they'd pull off the win, and I figured those are 3 good survivor picks. And now I have no survivor picks because all 3 of them lost. And let's talk about the reason why one of them lost, which was the hardest one to stomach, which was the Arizona Cardinals Tennessee Titans game. Because that game looked like it was a guaranteed win. In fact, I was like, all right, at least one of my survivor picks is, and I thought the Chiefs, I was like, Chiefs will win. I saw 2 will go on, but this game, and, I wasn't even watching it until all of a sudden it started to get close.
Yeah, it did get close.
And then I'm like, well, let me look at this now. And there's a phenomenon in the NFL, and I don't even see this happen in college too much. I don't pay attention, but it seems like it doesn't necessarily it happens more professionally than in college, which is weird.
Would you say it's an epidemic this season?
It happens every year.
So
No, I think it's more than it's ever been this year.
Well, it's happened already.
it's because it happened in
twice.
back-to-back weeks.
Yeah.
And not only did it happen, it was game-swinging events.
Right.
Yeah. And what we're speaking of is running back for Arizona, DeMarcato, it broke off a 70-yard run, and it was a walk-in touchdown.
Yep.
There was a defender behind him, but he could easily, he started slowing down. He had so much room,
Yeah.
And right before he crossed the goal line, he drops the ball before he crosses the goal line with the ball.
Yeah.
And this has happened before. We've seen it happen before. And now
It's like as soon as you cross the plane, your hands it's like your hand.
And they do it mid-stride so naturally that they're just like, ha, 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 and then it's like a smooth move. Now, the dude last week for the Colts.
Why not just hold on to it until you know that it's like, hey, there it is,
So that's what people don't understand.
That's the Barry Sanders.
Yeah.
You don't look at the refs. You don't say anything. You don't gloat. You just get across the line, and once you're across the line, you just say, yes, sir, and walk back and get in formation.
But that's what people don't understand. It's like, well, wait a minute. There's so many touchdowns that do happen on the breakaway. They do cross it, and then they'll spike the ball. They'll hurl it in the stands. They'll do other things to get rid of the ball so they can do whatever celebration they want.
Yeah.
But you're right. It's such a mind-boggling thought of, hey, I'm just going to drop it as I'm running in, and then what? Do more of a celebration.
But it is
hands-free?
a style thing, right? It's a laissez-faire. It's a lazy, cool. You're being cool.
Yeah,
right?
you're trying to be
That
cool.
is what's happening. It's not a.
It's
and no one will convince me that these guys they're not doing I believe at looking at them that they want to look cool.
Yep.
Scoring the touchdown.
It's the equivalent to every once in a while when someone breaks off a play and then it's like no one's near them. They do the lazy legs right before where they drag their toes.
I can't make it.
Yeah, where they start either high stepping or lazy legs, where they're just like big long steps and I'm so far ahead that I don't even need to try the last 5 yards. I understand that, but at least, and of course, everybody says it, everybody podcasts, everybody on ESPN, all the pundits are like, oh, you have to cross the line. Why not just coach up your players to hand the ref the ball in the end zone, or make sure just put the ball down in the end zone so you've crossed the line.
Yeah.
Like all these things. But the fact is, they're not thinking about this. This has to be some bizarre psychology where you've already scored because you've broke off, you broke away, and it's like, okay, it's a guarantee now. And for whatever reason, it causes you to do the lazy, I'm like this is so easy for me, but drop the ball right before you cross the plane. It's so weird because it's so easy to just cross the plane.
Okay, I got
that
it.
it has to be more than they're not.
I got a theory.
Yeah.
They're not doing this on purpose
No,
or
no,
taking
no.
a chance. It's
And
like
they're
a complete brain fart.
And again, we are talking about the best of the best. What if we did a study and we determined that when you're playing that hard and that fast and trying in that type of environment, it is virtually impossible to go because they're trying to relax and be like, hey, look how cool I am. Is it impossible to relax? And when you relax, you're oh, my hands don't work. Like, is it like you're overestimating how much control you have over your body when you're a supreme athlete trying to relax? And when your brain tells your body you got the touchdown, chill out, and it's like,
I don't know. It has to be something like that.
It's something like that.
It's so weird.
Yeah, so
and it's happening a lot this year. I want to say it's 3 or maybe even 4 times it's happened this year where they had to. No, one that came back and they're like, no, he got it, but he still let go of the ball.
And it was so close.
No, there is one where he dropped it, and it could have gone either way, and they're like, no way, he got it. And I'm like, I don't know.
So the one,
there's more than, I think it's more than 2.
Yeah.
Because
the one for the Colts that happened last week swung the game because it was a 14-point swing because he dropped the ball short of the goal line. It went out the back of the end zone, touchback. Rams got it, scored on that drive. So not only did that not give points to the Colts, it allowed the Rams to score, and that was the game.
They'd be 5-0 right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, Jacksonville, if they didn't whiff it in Cincinnati, could also be undefeated, which is insane to think about, that the Jaguars could be that. But anyway, so the phenomenon got popular with DeSean Jackson of the Eagles because he did it in college. And everyone clowned on him because this was, 15-some years ago where, dumb college kids are undisciplined, he's a showboating, whatever. That doesn't happen in the pros. But the same player, DeSean Jackson, did it in the pros. The exact same thing he did in college that everyone clowned him for, he did it again multiple times. And so everyone thought it's just him. It's just DeSean Jackson. He's a moron, whatever. But then that almost opened the floodgates of everyone else starting to do the exact same thing. It's like he was the virus that ended up spreading to the other players.
There's certain weird things like this that and I'm only use this example because I know it in extreme sports and like the X Games.
Oh, the guy that did it last week got cut. That's right. Andrea and I my wife and I were talking about this because they're like, bye, and he should.
So
he shouldn't do that.
In the extreme sports world, there's this phenomenon where like a trick is impossible until one person does it. And then all of a sudden, a lot of people do it at the same time.
Okay, does it open your subconscious? I'm being serious. I'm being serious. Does
like,
it open?
Why did it all of a sudden it's happening because one person started this like
receivers
like
aren't
a virus.
Idiots. They are divas. They're showboats, right?
Yeah,
we know
but
that
they're the best in the world.
They're flamboyant, but they're the best in the world. Is it possible for something like that to happen? They all see it subconsciously. They get poisoned by it.
It's got to be because obviously every one of these players know you have to cross the plane with the ball. Mm-hmm. It's a basic.
And the coaches are obviously talking about it to them, saying, "Hey guys, don't be that guy."
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
They're saying that.
I mean,
so then why would it be more prevalent this year than I think I've ever seen it?
It's almost like an Inception where they saw it. They're like, "Oh man, that must be the worst feeling ever."
Oh, it's in me now.
Oh my God. We're like,
you let it in.
You Inceptioned it, and then you're right. You're playing so hard.
We just wrote a sketch for NFL on Sunday morning.
And it only happens when they are free to like it's like a totally open touchdown
right.
there. Which if they didn't drop the ball, it's a 100% touchdown.
Yep.
It's not even close, right?
If they're really trying, they're not going to do that because they're not relaxed.
Yeah. Like all it takes is like hold the ball and make sure you cross the plane. I mean, hold the ball with both hands.
Well, that's how I play. Well, you throw me the ball, I hold it like a torpedo, and I run with my arms in the center of my body.
It's also, I think it goes back to you're not thinking about it because when you're running, to put 2 hands on the ball consciously, you're now slowing down because you're affecting your stride.
You need your arms to move.
You're doing all that. Here's the weird thing is the butterfly effect it would cause. And what I mean by that is, let's say the Cardinals, who are okay of a team this year, what if they miss the playoffs by 1 game? That's going to affect contracts of other players on the team. That's going to affect maybe the coach or coaches getting fired. That's going to affect certain players being able to, be asked for trades or whatever because they missed the playoffs, all because one dude dropped the ball carelessly out of it. Like he could forever impact the lives of everyone else on the team.
Did you see the coach on the sideline? Like he slapped him in the chest or what? So the DeMarcato was his head's down, and then another player has his arm around him, like consoling him.
Yeah, that's all right, buddy.
because like
it's gonna be okay, big guy.
And a lot of this time, like you make a mistake, and they're coached to just like, hey, forget about it, be a goldfish, move on, because if you let it affect you, it's going to affect another play, and that's even worse for us. So just move on. But then the coach was so mad that he like went up to him while his head was down, yelled at him, and slapped him
Oh,
in
I
the
like
chest.
that. That's my new favorite coach in the NFL.
To the point where that went viral. Then he had to apologize in the press conference
Never
after.
apologize for being a tough coach.
You need to do the frat house hazing where it's like the next day he has to do practice like wearing a diaper and a T-shirt that says "I'm a baby that can't hold the ball," and then you have to like
I
tape.
support that.
You have to tape footballs to his hands during like when they're watching film. As they're watching film,
So
I support that.
What's weird about this is I don't think that would help in this situation because this is not a lack of effort or you're not concentrating. This is some weird
Unconscious almost.
yeah. Like because I don't believe that this
Well, it's
player.
a lack of focus. Could you take that lack of focus, like because
God, but they're so focused that it's like almost.
Is it
It is almost like a cancer that you. It's like you got cancer. It's like I didn't do nothing. You know, it's like well, sometimes you just get it, right? It's like you didn't smoke, you didn't do nothing to cause this.
Oh, that totally happens all the time.
You just got it. You know, and like I think this is part of
Is
that.
it
It's
a
like,
form of the? Somebody said in the
like
chat
a hard.
room,
These people
it's
are
like
hard
the
workers.
yips. Is it a form of the yips?
Yes, it's like a
oh,
yip.
it's a mental block. Yeah, it
Yeah,
definitely is a mental
yeah.
block. What's
So like
crazy
punishing
is,
him doesn't almost do anything.
Oh,
to
it wouldn't. I think that's
But
just
you got to keep it top of mind. I like that the coach called him out for it, and then maybe apologize. Maybe that's how you handle it. But you got to call him on it, and like, because you want him thinking before the next play. Now, remember, when you cross the line, don't
Well,
relax. You know.
see that's the thing is,
But I don't know if that's possible.
other than DeSean Jackson, there's no player that's done it twice. For some reason, DeSean Jackson has done it multiple times, and I just don't get that. That phenomenon, though, is such a notable thing. It's the basis for that TV show, the Chad Powers TV show. So for those who don't know, Chad Powers was a skit where they took Eli Manning and they put him up in like weird makeup, and he pretended to like, try out
Yeah.
as a walk-on for a football team.
BDM Charles has been trying to get me to watch
Yeah.
this. He really
So-
leveraging me to watch this.
So the coach knew, but none of the other players knew, and that was the whole gimmick. Was that this other players are like, "What the crap, Eli? This dude who, out of nowhere, and his name was Chad Powers, a goof name." That became such a famous like online sketch that they're doing a TV series now with Glenn Powell, the dude from Top Gun or whatever.
Yeah.
And the basis of it is he was the best college player, and during like a bowl game or the championship game, he's running to the end zone and drops the ball short of the goal line, costs his team the championship, ruins his NFL
and he gets like
prospects.
canceled, right?
He basically, everyone was like, "Oh, he's horrible." So in order for him to regain it, he does the whole makeup gig and goes back to college to try to like rebuild his image as a quarterback. That's literally the premise, is based off of him dropping the ball at the goal line.
That's funny that this just happened this week, and that's a premise to the show. That
But I don't think they planned that.
No.
Okay,
no.
what if the show kept it more top of mind? What if they watched the show? What if it? You don't know. It's feeding into the cancer.
But it was still because Jonathan Taylor, one of the best running backs of the NFL, did it last year.
Yes, yeah,
And
yeah.
he's
Oh,
one of
yeah, I
the
remember
best
that.
in the NFL.
Yeah,
And
most
he still did it.
disciplined.
Yeah, he's been doing
like,
great.
Top 10. I mean, you could say top. I mean, easily top
Yeah.
3 this year.
Yeah,
but
he's
like,
killing it.
But like, so it's. I think the reason why they base it, they put this in the show, is because it's such a weird phenomenon that
Yep.
no one can understand, and no one could even put like a reason behind it. That it's still a mystery, and like no pundit, no professional can even explain why this is happening or why this does happen every once in a while, and seems like it will continue to happen forever. Because I don't think, like, even though because how, like, okay, this happened, for years, right? And every player watches it. Every
Yeah.
player is like, that's the worst nightmare I could possibly think of getting through as a player, right? Like dropping the ball when a guaranteed touchdown.
Yeah, you don't wanna
and
do that.
harming your team.
Correct.
And like being that guy where it's so easy just to pass. And then it's so,
Is
so
it-
weird.
Is it so detrimental and careless of an act that it causes players to be so fearful of it happening that it happens? As an example, you go into a situation and they're like, "Hey, Tom, make sure you don't knock over that chair." And it's like you had no intentions of ever knocking over the chair, but you're being told, "Do not knock over the chair so much." Now all of a sudden you're like, "Uh-oh," and you're being ultra cautious. You're acting differently.
So your
and
theory
you
is
end
it's
up
everywhere.
and you end up
Yeah.
tipping over the chair because you're like, "Oh, I did the thing they told me not to do." But had they never told you not to do it, you probably never would. It would happen.
Yeah, it's Inception. You inceptioned it to happen.
Yeah, it is definitely definitely weird. The chat room wants to know if any of you, me included, have any interest in trying to get EJ to wear prosthetic and try back out for Miami football. He would be our Chad Powers.
He needs to do the blind side where he is homeless.
Yeah. Okay,
and
we
then
can do that.
He needs to convince some
can do
rich old lady to take him in, and then he has to do the I've never had a bed before.
The only problem with that Chad Powers. First, I got two problems with Chad Powers.
I don't like the guy that plays it. And aren't they just making him look like, I mean, no offense, but aren't they making him look special needs and making fun of him?
Well, that's the whole thing is he is meant to look
So
like...
is that okay now? Are we
he's
allowed
meant
to do that now?
That
the-
is okay.
Yeah, because the guy, like, honestly, I watched the trailer. Hey, man, I just saw football. I'm like, oh my God, is
Yeah.
that allowed now? Or
He's
is
trying
it-
to do like a
Okay.
country bumpkin. I'm like, is he supposed to be inbred? Like,
No,
are
the
they trying
dude, they made him have a physical problem with his lip. I don't think that's cool. You know, like his lip is like up, and
So-
like, I don't know if that's good or
to?
not.
He's got
right?
mush nose.
Yeah, is that good?
Two problems with this. One is the Powers. There's already a Kenny Powers,
Yeah.
and the fact that you said you're calling it Chad Powers is kind of like it's too much of a ripoff of Kenny Powers,
Yeah.
and he's not acting the same. He's not acting like Kenny Powers. So
Unless-
then I'm like, well, why'd you call it?
Unless that's the plot point where maybe he's like watching TV and he's panicking on the name and he just looks at what's around him and Eastbound and Down is on TV. I don't know. if
You're
that's the case.
being way too kind. You're being way too kind to the writers.
Second, the only time this kind of thing is entertaining, and we've mentioned it before, is when it's a hidden camera type situation where everybody around you
Yeah.
is like
Yeah.
Well, then
believes
it's
they're in
real
reality.
authentic, sport feet. You know, then it's real athletic.
And then
you
you think
know.
this special needs guy can throw an insane frozen rope,
And what's awesome
35
is
yards.
he can, and that's what's
Yeah.
so
Yeah, yeah,
amazing
yeah.
is it's real. You're
And-
like, this guy's a stud.
And then you film the reactions of everybody around you. You're like,
'Cause it's
"Hold-"
real.
You're like, how is this R word so good?
Yeah.
And that's what's funny when you have a bunch of actors and they know it's Eli Manning, and then in makeup, it's like, okay, well, you could have just got any actor and then got a professional quarterback or someone to throw the ball as a stunt double. You know what I'm saying? Like, it didn't have to really be Eli Manning. So now you're getting Eli Manning's actor like ability, which is probably not
well, you
that
took
good.
away my hook. I wanted to see the best quarterback.
You know he's not the main character, right?
I don't-
I literally said Glenn Powell is in the
No.
movie.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
want Glenn Powell. I want to see a really good quarterback trick people into thinking he's a bad quarterback and then do
Gotcha,
amazing
gotcha.
quarterback things. I don't want to see an actor pretend to be a good quarterback, tricking people into thinking he's a good quarterback.
So-
That's like double stupid.
The thing that I don't like, and this happens with a lot of sports movies and TV shows, is the main team that they play on is a fictional team in the world of real teams. So in Chad Powers, he goes to this non-existent college. Their name is the Catfish, which is super like laying it on thick on that. But then they're playing Ole Miss and Oregon and like these other actual colleges.
And then there, what
even
do we
though-
guess? There's some like cameos
even
from like
yeah,
maybe the
correct.
coaches. Yeah.
And,
yeah,
and
yeah.
Eli Manning plays a cameo as like the coach of Ole Miss and goes, "Who is that guy?" Like that, that whole thing. But that happens too, where it's like it's I don't know why I'm remembering this, but the movie Like Mike, you know what I mean, with Lil Bow Wow. It's like a fake fictional NBA team, but then they're playing actual NBA teams. And I'm like, are they really doing it because they don't want to embarrass or make an NBA team or an actual like team seem crappy or low or stupid or whatever?
Yeah, I think that's what it was. I don't think like when you were really doing that and you were trying to sign up a big name player to play on a team. I would imagine baseball was probably one of the first to do it with like the Indians.
Well, the
or
major league.
Major
yeah,
League.
that was huge.
But it was. I remember thinking
Rookie of the year. Actually, baseball actually uses the team.
They've always done it, but baseball, it's like because baseball I think is so volatile and things go up and down so
Yeah.
crazy. They're like, we don't care. But the major league one, I do remember looking at that and being, oh, that's a real team. And I remember thinking, wow, how'd they get the real team?
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
always better when you get the real
They
team.
did a Rookie of the Year where they used the Cubs. They did
Angels in the outfield.
Angels in the
somebody said,
outfield.
Yeah.
They also did Little Big League where they use the twins.
What about Brian's song? Was that really the Bears?
Well, yeah, but that's more of a biopic.
God damn, that's a good movie, though.
Yeah.
Holy smokes. I'll cry my eyes out.
See, when it's a biopic, that's completely different. But this is one of those where, you know what? The reason why they're featured, there's the gimmick in the movie is because the team is horrible, and then this player or this coach brings them to prominence. And I think they never want to portray an actual team as horrible.
Blindside was real team.
Well, again, that's a biopic.
Yeah. But I'm surprised that they let you do it.
Yeah, but I think because it's such a feel-good story, I don't think they ever want to portray, like, the beginnings of it when they're,
My
it's
favorite
like,
part
look how bumbling they are. Look how terrible they are.
The best part of Blindside
Cleveland Browns.
is that it all fell apart because the true story was just horrible. That's the best part. The best part is that the real people in the movie, like, hate each other. They're suing each other up to, like, even last year.
Oh, yeah.
They were like, oh, it's so good. Nothing.
And it ruined his life. Like, he was a pretty decent offensive lineman in the NFL. Next thing you know, getting bullied by everyone. Bullied because of the movie came out.
Well, they portrayed him to be really dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, that's what he was fighting for later.
and if like
And wasn't he in a conservatorship and they were controlling his money or something? Oh, it was a mess.
And they made it seem like he couldn't read and like he was like just absolute moron. It's like, no, I actually
They
had
made
a
him like
decent
Chad
education.
Powers. They made him to look just like Chad Powers.
so let's talk kicking real quick because
Kicking what? Kicking the dog? What are we kicking?
kicking a field goal in the NFL, and I said this at the beginning of the year, they allowed now the kickers to use their own footballs,
Yep.
their own practice balls that are basically worn in, which allows them to kick longer field goals.
Are there any rules to how worn in they could be? Like, you can't be bringing out your old
Yes and no.
disgusting brown, wet, waterlogged ball.
So
this
basically-
is my old lucky rabbit.
It's a check-in, check-out system. So the NFL provides the balls, and they're all serial coded because they all have chips and stuff in there, and then they give them to the teams, and the teams are allowed to work them in, do what they need to do, but then the NFL basically checks them in during the games and inspects them to make sure it's like, yeah, okay, this is the ones we gave you, and not the ball you've been using since '97,
Right.
That you've been, working on.
Old lucky.
So because of this, and there's probably a lot of other factors that we've had longer field goals, and to the point where I was laughing last night because they were like, oh, well, if he gets anywhere within like 65 yards,
Yep.
I mean, he has a chance. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's become so absurd thinking back because I remember in the 90s watching football and as a teen and think like a 50-yard field goal was on the brink of impossible. Like
you were superhuman if you did that.
Like, I remember anywhere close to a 50, and everybody's like, whoa, I don't know. Like, you shouldn't even try it.
Oh,
at
my
this
dad,
point.
like, it's half the distance of the gosh darn
Yeah.
field.
And like
Yeah.
48.5-yard field goal outdoors, you're like, not a chance. You know what I'm saying? There was, like, it's so insane that, like, a 50-yard field goal seems like a 35-yard field
Yeah.
goal in the 90s now.
Yeah.
Like, if you miss a 50-yarder now, you're like, you stink. You should
Yeah.
be fired.
The hang
Like,
time is ridiculous.
like, so-
it's insane how long.
and
What's the longest we've had this year?
well, in preseason,
Preseason,
they
but
hit
it
a
does-
70.
Doesn't
Yeah.
count.
And now,
Oh man, I still want to. I'll say it counts. My
Yeah,
God,
like-
Yeah, what's that kicker going to be like? No, everyone literally saw me do it.
Yeah.
Like, it's
it's pretty
Yeah.
damn amazing.
I mean, they're hitting multiple 60-yarders, and I think the record is like 65 during a regular season or something like that, and that could easily be broken at any time. I think it's just at that point in time, the coach is afraid, unless it's the in game script or game scenario, like hitting anything over 65 would probably be a bad coaching move.
Yeah.
Be better off
If
to
we
punt it because if you
continue-
miss it, you get such good field position.
If we continue, let's say 25 more years, will they allow you to kick from one end zone through, and it's a touchdown? If you kick it from one end zone and you get to the other and it goes through, and like barely, it goes through. That's a sorry.
sorry.
That's a touchdown.
Before you get to your point, Tom, they're back in like the 60s. They actually had to invent a goaltending rule because the coach of the Kansas City Chiefs was like found an NBA player, and they're like, hey, you're over 7 feet tall. What I want you to do is I want you to stand at the end zone, and then if someone kicks a long field goal and it just is barely approaching, I want you to just jump up and swat the ball out
I've
of the
read
air.
this
Yeah,
on
yeah.
Reddit
Yeah.
a couple days ago.
And then he tried that, and the NFL's like, no, you can't do that.
I think it's brilliant.
You can't do that. So because of that attempt, they're like, yep, you can have goaltending in the NFL. So if you try doing that, they would allow the field goal.
So I like the fact that you can kick long field goals because it does add an excitement to it.
Especially for gamblers.
But
Tightens your butt a little more.
But it does kind of take the spirit of football away a
How
little bit.
so? Explain.
Well, because like in a lot of football players, that's why no one likes the kicker, and they call him a one bar, and because they all play a sport that has nothing to do with kicking. And then all of a sudden, this kicker comes on, and there's the game's in his hands. And they're like, wait a minute.
But
like,
how could you say it has nothing to do with kicking when it's involved in the game?
Well, it essentially all of these players are not practicing the skill at all. Like they're playing a different game, and then the kicker comes in, and he has a completely different.
It's a little
skill.
ignorant, but I'll continue.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm telling you, this is what I've heard other like former football
It would be
players.
like in basketball, like everyone shoots, everyone jumps, everyone defends, but then it comes down to can you roll the ball between your legs?
Yeah.
Like, it's like
can you bowl the ball
Yeah.
into this area?
Yeah.
It's like, where would bowl?
Yeah,
you know,
it's a completely different skill set that is related, but not really.
Okay.
So a lot of the so now that you can kick so far, it does kind of put the game into the kicker's hand even more because now
Makes
you
it
don't
more important
you
for
don't have-
sure,
you don't
especially
have-
if you're good.
You don't have to advance the ball. Plus, with the new kickoff rule, like you kicking that, it seems like a lot of the players or the good teams are kicking the screwball kick. So that
I love that.
You know, and so like now the kicker has a lot more weight in the game because if you get a good kickoff field position, or like basically, let's say you get the ball on the 35, right? You don't have to go very far to be able to have a chance to score the 3 points. So
Especially if you're Dallas.
yeah.
Technically, you just need 20 yards, and that's going to be a 62-yard field, or I'm sorry, 62-yard field goal
Yeah.
attempt.
I
just
mean,
to
I
go
would
20
think.
yards.
I'm wondering why they don't embrace it. Why not embrace the fact that you got a guy now that can put points on the board without making you work?
Oh,
as
they
hard?
they slowly are. If you notice it, they really slowly are because a lot of tactics have changed to where they're not having to go for the home run balls as much. They're doing a lot more screens to set their kicker up.
Tom hit it though with that screwball kick with the guys that are trying to really work that little area. That's fun.
Now this made me think of baseball, where the athletes got too good and they were hitting too many home runs, so they decided to deaden the ball, so there's less home runs. I mean, this happened a couple years ago.
I think they said they changed how the balls are manufactured, and some guys are saying that they deaden the balls, and then they keep them in this specific chamber. And did that have something to do with it?
So my prediction is they will go back to making it harder for the kickers to make field goals because it'll get to the point where they're 65-yarders and 70-yarders are becoming a lot more prevalent, and games are being decided a lot more by
So
kickers.
how do you make it harder?
Well, you go back to not being able to use worn and kicker
gotcha,
balls.
Yeah.
Because with a harder ball that's not a kicker's
Fresh new ball, yeah.
then it does not go as far, and it's harder to kick a field goal.
So
then you have to get closer, therefore bringing football back into play, where it's like I need to get way closer
I
now.
don't disagree with that at all
Yeah.
because I want the game to be super competitive. And if the kickers are going to be like the guy from Dallas who's just a straight stud,
Yeah.
then I don't see any problem in them having to use any ball that's out there. You know, like just the fact that they get to carry their own and be like, hey, this is the one I like. That's pretty cool, but
So it was a weird thing. The Vikings-Browns game in London, no one noticed it at the time, and it wasn't until afterwards. A guy for the Vikings, Will Reichard, lined up for the field goal. He kicked it. It hit one of the cables of the Skycam and caused the ball to ricochet rocket to the right. But not one person, no one on the field, none of the refs, no one acknowledged it or saw it, because if that happens, it's supposed to be a re-kick because
Yes.
obviously it hit it.
Interference.
And no one saw it, not even the kicker. The kicker just looked at it and it's like, I guess I shanked it that far right. But if you watch the video, it's a straight trajectory and then immediately darts
I
to
did
the
not
right
hear this.
because you see it hit the check it out. It's
Yeah.
actually a really weird video. And it wasn't until after the fact all the fans were like, hey guys, you do know it hit the thing, right? And no one on the field saw it.
this has happened before. I've watched a game
is
where
it the
the
one
ball.
where it hit the
Not the scoreboard, because that's happened, and
Yeah.
usually that's more obvious. The wires of the camera are less obvious because you can barely see
Yep.
them, and then it glances off, and then so only after the fact. But if no one sees it, and then if no one sees it, then the next play goes, and then once that happens, then they can't go back.
And what's crazy is it's a field goal attempt. So obviously, if it's a missed field goal, there's a long amount of time before the next play happens. It's not like the play clock goes and it's whatever. And if you're thinking about, if I'm in the broadcast truck and I'm operating the Skycam, and all of a sudden my image on the Skycam just violently starts shaking all around, I'm not gonna like bring that up to anyone.
But
I'm
then
surprised they don't have that stuff. Like, aren't those wires made to, like, wouldn't the ball tell them immediately? Oh, it hit something.
No,
It's got a chip inside of it.
Check out the video, man. Like
Yeah.
it is trippy how bad it happens, and trust me, I watched it. I didn't even think. I just thought, oh, dude, shanked the field goal.
Yeah, this is the
badly.
first I've heard of that.
It's
Only
crazy.
from you. I
Now,
haven't heard.
Here's the
this.
thing: it didn't affect the game because the Vikings ended up winning. But let's say they had lost by 3 points or less. Then everyone would have like lost their minds over it and how the NFL didn't notice it. And they have video assist, which means they have other, referees and league officials watching videos. That's how they're able to sometimes expedite some of these penalties and whatnot. But yeah, check it out. You can see from this angle, it just straight up like it gets kicked, and then all of a sudden it just like ricochets to the right, like unnaturally. Yeah, here it is in slow motion.
Okay, here he kicks
So
it.
he kicks
and-
it, it's going up, and then all of a sudden it just darts straight to the right, and you can kind of see the cable
Only for like a split second. You
shaking
saw
a
it
little bit,
shake, Yeah.
but not one person saw it and brought that up in real time.
Huh.
There's
Well, I kind of like that because I keep the game moving. Like I'm all about that, like soccer. Let's
yeah,
keep
but
going.
this
Come
is
on, let's keep
obviously
going.
something.
No,
that
it's a
should,
mistake. It should
yeah.
have been handled.
And it's funny too with speaking of the field goals. We'll end with this. Like Adam Carolla has always joked around about extending the uprights, by 5 more feet because there's so many kicks that go right over the top of one of them, and then it's hard to tell exactly like. If that upright was extended, that ball would have bounced off the upright and it would have been no good. But they'll call it good because half the ball was over to the right, and then so like it's really the referee's discretion,
Sure.
and then it's like it's hard to make that call, and why not just make them higher, and it would have.
I don't know. Why haven't they done that?
Look at the physics of it. The higher you make it, the less center of gravity it has, and the more it could potentially sway a bit more. And the more your wife could feel it.
Yeah, that's a pretty good joke.
It's
not
5
bad.
more feet of aluminum.
Yeah, you could probably do it.
It's not going to
Yeah.
weigh that much on
And
both
you never
sides.
know. With the way the NFL changes their rules, they may do it. I mean, that may be a thing that they end up doing. You said Carolla's brought it up. Has anybody else ever brought it up?
I don't know. I've only heard him bitch about it for years. It's been like 10 years of him
Going
bitching
back-
about
When did his team get burned by that, right? Like,
well,
that's what happened.
I've seen it
a
happen
bet.
so many times in so many years.
It goes back to like your anger over the giant one-wheel bicycle, where it's like just make the both wheels the same. When they had the NFL put the goalposts in the front of the end zone, and like it's just in the way. It's in the way of passes. Players are running into it. Not one person, because it was for years that it was at the front of the end zone. Not one person's like, "Hey guys, we probably shouldn't."
I kind of like how
Probably
dangerous
shouldn't
that
have it
is.
in the front of the and it was always the H. It was never the one pole that like spread up. It was always like the giant H that was there.
Yeah. And then
That's back when Brownie the Elf ran wild.
it's like we can't put it in the back, like no kicker, whatever. in human history, be able to kick
Humans
that
are too
far.
weak. We'll never be able to kick it back there.
Yeah, 23 skidoo.
You'll see, one day the Dallas Cowboys will be doing 70 yards.
Well, Kenny, anything you want to plug before we get out of here?
No, I didn't realize we'd spend 2 segments talking about football. I had like
That's
5
all
other,
right.
I had 5 other stories to talk about. That's fine. I should I'll back pocket it
You
for
could
next time.
save some of them. Here's what I
Save
would
for next
say.
time.
We're excited. Football basically just started.
Yeah.
We're full blown into it. It's fun to talk about, especially when there's controversies and things happening. And Tom and I both like football, so that's a good thing to talk about. Always good seeing you, dude.
Nah,
Thanks for being here.
I love you guys as much as Tom will never say it.
We love you too, man. I'll say it for both of us. We love you too.
Can't you just like someone?
You can.
But
I love Kevin.
everybody.
I love
But
everybody.
But I love you, Tom.
All right, I don't
Yeah,
believe
now get
that.
the hell out of here.
It gets hard to believe. All right, we'll be right back.
Awesome. Let me save that. What's going on,
Hey, what's
guys?
going on, Andrew?
How are you?
Andrew, you want to do a quick segment real quick, and then we'll have you check that. What's up?
going on, guys?
Nope, crotch cam again.
The old Kenny Crotch cam?
You know it. Yeah, I'm going to show off my little rainbow unicorn belt for you guys. There you go.
Tuesday.
Oh, look at Tracy getting excited about the Kenny Crotch. All right,
Well, Kenny, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Good
Yeah,
seeing you,
thank
buddy.
very much, guys. Have a good rest of your day.
You too, man.
God damn it! I even made a joke.
You
about
did?
moving
I
the
was just
chair.
gonna say that.
Oh my god!
This chair because
Oh
we had
my
3
God.
guests, and so we needed that.
I was gonna apologize. Say sorry, I went late, guys, and I embarrassed myself. Have a good day, guys. See ya.
See y'all. What are we doing? Hollow box now?
We're gonna do Andrew for the pinball dudes real quick. Just a quick segment, then we'll do hollow box.
What's up, Andrew? What's up, buddy? How are you?
New game came out. Super busy.
Awesome.
All right, we'll talk about. Let's talk about that.
And Free Play Florida is not right around the corner. And
Oh yeah, yeah.
All right.
I got a big haul to do for that 30 games we're going.
Do you mind sitting right there, man, if you don't mind? Thank you, buddy. Just because that's how our cameras are set up. All right. Thank you,
We'll
man.
have to keep this. We'll keep this around 12, and then we'll hold the segment.
Sounds good. Use the bathroom while this is saving real fast.
Yep. So we'll talk Free Play Florida. We'll talk new pinball game.
You gotta pay before I leave.
And then
I just talked about some of the different locations I got going on in Bavard.
okay.
I got Bug Nutty,
Oh yeah.
Villain Coffee. There's a barbershop, Beach Bum Barbershop in Titusville. People want to go play. There's a listener that goes in the barbershop all the time in upstate.
Okay.
Over on, hey, did you know? Because Jaws was at their place originally. And they're excited. The machine's on the radio.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Excuse me. Okay.
There it is going.
Actually, I just had a haircut at Leisure. I just had a haircut and got unshaggy a couple of days ago. Can you hear okay, man? Can you hear us a little bit? I'm going to fix your camera here. There we go. Whoop. All right. So you said 12. Let's do it. Here we go. In 3, 2.
Welcome back to A Corporate Time. We've got Andrew from the Pinball Dudes sitting in the studio with us. What's going on, Andrew?
Doing great, everybody. How you doing?
Good.
You made a real problem with the Jaws machine.
Oh yeah, you like that one?
I love it. It's Ross and I's favorite one. It never gets old hitting a pinball into a chum bucket of blood to chum the waters to try and bring Jaws up, and then you tie a barrel to him, and then you try to shoot him with a gun
well, I like
in a pinball machine.
The fin comes up, and
You
then
gotta shoot it.
Yeah, then you got to hit it with the ball. Like,
And they make you. They
Feels
give
really interactive.
and they give you anxiety because I like that.
Oh,
The
yeah.
one guy, he goes, shoot it, shoot it,
And then
shoot it now, kill it now. And I'm like, I'm trying, man. Because it's all quotes from the actual Jaws game. And yeah, how
the movies are great.
how you been, buddy? Good to see
Oh,
you.
just busy. Trying to set up new locations all over the place.
Right on.
Free Play Florida is right around the corner, so that's a lot of stress.
So let's talk about Free Play Florida. You're bringing out a ton of pinball machines
Yeah,
to
30
Free Play.
30 pinball machines myself.
Jesus.
That is now. Where
It's
do
a
you,
haul-in.
do you load those in? I mean, is it
I
multiple
rented
runs?
a 26-foot box truck with a lift gate from Enterprise just recently.
Okay, and you
Nice.
load them
So,
all in there.
I'm hoping it'll
I
fit.
did that too, but it was just because I'm working for ICE part time.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry.
You're gonna
Yeah.
load
You put a
'em
lot
all
of
in.
people in there.
Yeah, it's going to be intense. I got a couple buddies that usually help out every year. They're going to come help set up and take down the games. But collecting them all, basically, I'm running about 12 games myself. So I'll be bringing those all, gathering them all at the shop, and then load up down there. Boss man's bringing 15, and then my buddy's bringing 3. So I'm even split with him.
Gotcha.
That's awesome.
And
That is a lot of pinball machines. Any
Try to move some stuff, try to sell some games. at
any
the show.
specialty ones there that people like weirdo ones that are like, this is one that people
I
really
mostly
love?
have new stuff.
Nice.
But we have a lot of weird games at the shop right now, so it's awesome.
well, when you say weird games, like what are we
Like things
talking
you don't
about?
see very often, like Voltan and something is crazy game, and then we get a lot of odd God League games from the 80s and the 70s that you just don't see very often. And I was
Okay.
just playing Diamond Lady the other day.
Is
which
there
old school?
is there a decade of pinball machine that that I guess either stepped up to a next technology level that made it
Definitely in the
better-
90s with the
okay.
DMD, the dot matrix behind it. You started getting a lot of ramps and some crazy things going on during the 90s, and most of the high-priced classics are from that time period.
You know what
Gotcha.
I've always wondered, has there ever been a pinball machine? I thought of this last time you guys were here and we were playing. Has there ever been a pinball machine where the pinball comes out of the machine and goes around the actual?
I would say there's a couple of
machine?
prototype things like a circus. There's a circus theme game where it actually goes vertically,
Whoa.
and so yeah, it's got a lot more moving parts and stuff. That it's like you're in the circus and you're moving from level to level up through the game. I believe there's only 3 of those made though. So
Yeah, it's like it's
But,
funny because it's like there's a lot of different technology. I think that's why I like the Jaws one so much. Is it's got like, and this is the first machine I think that uses a lot of these. It's got these little pegs that come up and stop your ball. So it's like you are on like a little journey. Like you're the ball and like it'll come down and then it'll stop it and be like, nope, we're gonna use the ball to like now the ball is like ammo to shoot the shark now.
Okay, yeah,
So
yeah,
it,
yeah,
like
yeah.
it kind of
Yeah.
changes your story a little bit. I don't know. This one really, and Ross and I have been battling for like top place,
Oh,
and we like
yeah.
keep stealing
Nice.
it from each
I
other.
have noticed. I've been listening to a couple of the old school shows. The best, not the best of. The OGs,
Yeah, yeah.
So and then I just noticed the other day, man, Ross used to call in a lot, and now he's here all the time.
Yeah. And we can't get rid of him now.
Yeah,
He
he
started
was playing
calling,
it
yeah.
yesterday or
Yeah.
Monday.
Oh, he loves it.
Yeah.
Right.
So let's talk about some of the locations that you've put your machines in Brevard.
So I've been really growing a lot in Brevard, which is nice. Villain Coffee, which is a great spot that I got from here.
Yeah, our
Um,
Godzilla machine. I say R, but I feel like it's ours because it was
Well,
the
it was my
original
old
machine.
favorite until Jaws rolled around, man.
Yeah, but the
Nice.
original.
It's from the same designer also.
You can tell, like it's
Yeah.
a lot of
Got some flow.
playability, and they pull you back in. Like Jaws, I've noticed, and Godzilla had the same thing where as you finish a game, you instantly want to fire it up again.
Oh yeah.
That's dangerous. you
Like
know?
I can do better.
Yeah, I can always do better.
And then Bug Nutty Brewing.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
I just set them up with a Star Wars pinball machine
Nice.
about 2 weeks ago now, and they were very excited about it. And it's a cool setup. Like I set it up, and there was already an old guy with a handful of quarters ready to play.
Oh yeah,
I
he's
was like,
always
oh,
in
yeah.
there. That's Pinball Jerry.
yeah,
he's always.
You know how happy he is that Bug Nutty got a pinball machine. He's there all the time. He's like, yes.
They have a nice setup there, darts and everything. And
Yeah.
It's a big facility too.
Oh yeah, Bug Nutty's awesome. They,
Oh,
I mean, they
we've known
partnered
those
with
guys
us
for a
years
very long
ago.
time,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they still have the banner flying.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah.
cool.
That happens. Where
Once you're with us, we stain you for life. We
just like just
Yeah.
keep the stuff up
Our
there.
banners always stay up. You know,
Yeah.
never go down.
And then I also got a really cool kid-friendly barbershop in Titusville. It's called Beach Bum Barbershop.
Oh, cool.
And
That's a great idea.
They had like they do a lot of kids cuts, and there's like 3 or 4 chairs. Then they had like a arcade 1-up Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles machine in there, which is just the cheap little, like the one you guys had here, the Mortal Kombat
Yeah.
game.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
the
the Turtles
one
version of that.
that EJ had. It's a piece of trash.
It was.
Amateur hour trash.
Yeah,
is
I
what
brought
got.
it to my house
Yeah.
for my sons to play because I thought,
Ew.
you know what's disappointing is the arcade
This
was
was great back in the day.
yeah, it was a statement. Like
it's still great to us, Andrew. It's still
Yeah,
great to me and you, buddy.
it's amazing how important, like, all of us in this room, including Chef Pat and Eric, who's waiting in the lobby.
Yeah.
If we saw one arcade game in anybody's house, in anybody's business, it would be like, whoa, like it would elicit
I had a rich
emotional
friend.
response.
I had a rich friend that had one. I remember that I remember, remember we used to stay the night with somebody's house? I had a rich friend that had 3 pinball machines. I remember, you call your mom to tell him good night?
Yeah.
I remember I told my mom on the phone. That's how important it was. I was like, this guy's got 3 pinball machines, Mom.
So the
this is absolutely insane.
So the pinball machines still do move the needle with my sons, because when they come here and
But
they
the video game did too. It did. Space Invaders. Pin Gillette had Space Invaders.
Yeah,
But
but
not Gillette. That's not his last
the
name. I won't say his
digital
last name.
the digital arcade doesn't move the needle with the young generation anymore, because
They got way better stuff.
yeah,
They're
like it's almost confusing.
Well, they live in an arcade now.
They're like, why is this thing so big? Like, and you're playing something so rudimentary. Like, it doesn't even make sense
Well,
in their mind.
it's got a, I don't have a good answer for that.
Well, it's like
Well, because it's digital.
It's
Like,
old.
they're playing way better games on their computer or screen, a tiny screen. It's like the pinball, the mechanical aspect of pinball still draws them in. It's still impressive to them. But the digital arcade, it doesn't move the needle at all.
'cause they're physically affecting something.
Yeah, and there's no nostalgia anymore,
Yeah.
with it, and the nostalgia of that gets us.
I can feel people now. Maybe it's AI. Maybe it's the internet. Maybe it's dead internet. Maybe it's just awesome video games all the time. It's kind of detaching from that. I wonder if some of that does fuel you see a lot more rock bands playing music. It does seem like it's swinging slowly that direction. You see more people playing pinball and doing like real tactile things. I
yeah,
wonder
yeah.
if we are kind of detaching a touch, or some people are. Some people are going to get sucked straight into the digital vortex,
Did you
never to
guys-
be seen again.
Did you guys see a lot of videos coming out of the Riot Fest, the big rock
Yeah.
thing that just happened? They Stern actually had a tent out there. They got pictures of like Weird Al playing pinball and all that good
Oh,
stuff.
that's
Oh,
cool.
really?
Yeah,
Does
lots
he have a
of-
pinball machine? That'd be a great pinball
You know
machine.
who does? Oh, shoot.
A Weird Al pinball machine would absolutely be incredible, man.
Who's the director from Mallrats and
Kevin Smith.
Kevin
Thank you.
Smith? He now owns 3 pinball machines.
Oh, really?
He did voiceovers for the new Dungeons and Dragons machine that came out 2 cycles ago.
Oh, right on.
He did a whole bunch of voices for it, and ended up getting 2 Sterns. And he just released a video, just funny video of him. Yeah, I just got the cream of my crop, and he spans out, and it's an old school Rocky and Bullwinkle machine. He's like, and then he does a whole sexy video of it and all that.
Oh, that's
It's
cool.
really good.
Yeah. Well, at that point where like you're collecting different nostalgic machines that are like like an art piece, that is, like,
Collector's item. Yeah.
collector's item, and so
Some of them are historic. It's like this one isn't made anymore.
Andrew, let's say someone that's listening wants to buy a pinball machine for their significant other for Christmas or something, right?
Yeah.
Like, because we've been talking about how they do hold their value, and so it's kind of like it is kind of like investing into a piece of art. So what pinball machine would you say if they were going to buy from the pinball machine dudes, that you could buy the machine that would probably hold its value for a couple years later? You could end up reselling it and getting something different, or it wouldn't depreciate that much, or do they all
Let's
kind of
see.
not depreciate?
I would definitely say something like a Godzilla or maybe a Deadpool. That's
Something
a great one.
classic.
Yeah. Just well, if you bought an Addams Family or let's say Indiana Jones, those things hold their value like crazy. You may pay $8,000 to $10,000 for it, but you can still ask that when you go to sell it later. And
Indiana
who knows, 5,
Jones.
10 years from now, it still might be more.
Does Indiana Jones have a ball that chases you down a hallway? Or something like that? Does it have do you ever replace the
It does
sand?
have a lot of. It does. You do work your way through the movies a whole lot in that.
That's
game.
pretty cool.
But I don't remember if there's a ball scene.
Yeah, that's cool,
And
man.
then I mean,
But it would've been awesome.
obviously this is, you don't wish for this to happen, but it's inevitable. Like if a Harrison
Oh,
Ford
yeah.
does pass away or something, then all of a sudden like the values
It's a possibility.
skyrockets, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like something happens or something becomes more rare.
Well, it
or
puts a
something
target on
dies.
it too, because people that really loved him, like Richard Dreyfuss, for instance, wasn't doing very good. He had to stop going to some of his appearances. I don't know how he is now.
Oh yeah, he did all the voice work on.
Yeah,
this one.
that game has so much. I think that's why Ross and I geek out at Jaws. It's literally got the whole movie, and while you're playing it, you watch the whole movie. It's amazing how many clips and how many little
that's the best
voice
ones.
pieces.
Sometimes they make their own animations. You're like, man, this isn't like
Yeah.
the top of still
This is
quality,
good, and
but
even as the scene where there's it's one of my favorite like
nostalgia.
character actors in Jaws is there's this fat guy where they're measuring the
oh yeah,
the length of the shark, and then he goes, oh, this is what kind of shark is this? It's a tiger shark, and the guy turns to the camera, and he goes, what? And they have it in the game, like it's in the
It's
game.
funny. They picked some great clips. For
It's
sure.
yeah, they picked really iconic Jaws clips.
And the new one that just came out, it's called Star Wars Fall of the
Is that the one you
Empire.
sent me? Yeah,
I sent
Star
you a
Wars
clip
Fall of
that.
the Empire, Tom.
It's pretty awesome. This is their second Star Wars pinball machine that Stern has made. Probably like the sixth one total of Star Wars,
Gotcha.
but it's pretty amazing. The upgraded speakers, it makes it sound like you're in the theater as it's blaring the music at you. It's
That's
so
pretty
good.
cool.
So
It's
Andrew,
wild.
give out your cell phone number because people
Sure.
can call or text you.
Yeah,
if
I'm
they
their
want-
main delivery man. So if you get a game from us, I'll probably be seeing you, set it up, take care of it, make sure everything's working properly. Because that's another part. You gotta make sure you play them because they sometimes they're a little fucked up right out of the box, and you're like, oh, I gotta fix this real quick. But that's part of the game.
Yeah, and Andrew will come deliver it for free. If you mention Tom and Dan, set it up at your house. And again, a lot of these pinball machines hold their value. So like, what
It's a
an
good investment.
incredible
Oh,
gift.
you know what I didn't want to bring up? I would like to talk to Ross about doing shoot, what's that Money Man that he shoot?
Money Man.
Yeah.
Uh,
oh no, Ram
Ram
Davis.
Davis.
Ram Davis.
No,
The
okay.
character. He'll be happy you forgot the name of it.
I think they're very loud and they're heavy.
Okay, so it's like
And-
money.
Yes.
They are money.
Yeah, I like that.
I
like
prefer
that.
Money Man. Bring back Money Man.
Hey, bring back Money Man. That's a great character. But oh yeah, my phone number is 321-591-1062. Call me anytime or text me, and I'll get you guys hooked up.
There
Yeah.
you go.
If you want to purchase, rent, if you want to sell your pinball machine,
Yeah,
just talk
yeah.
to Andrew.
Have
He's
them
a-
track one down for Christmas for that significant other or for
Yeah.
that special gift for,
sure.
Grandpa.
I'm thinking about trying to break out into like I really want to put them in hospitals for like the doctors off or the doctors like
Put 'em in
downtime
the-
area.
Put them in the
like
surgery
lounge.
room.
Yeah.
Tang, 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 you know.
Here, just play this while
What's
I
that
cut you
noise?
open.
What's that noise?
Yeah.
It's soothing.
I like it.
It's thepinballdudes.net,
Yes, sir.
and we'll be right back.
Oh, perfect. Perfect.
So you know what? We'll play this on Monday.
I got you. So save that right now.
We'll do it for Monday, October 13th, segment 2.
Mm-hmm. Got you.
Perfect. Thank you, Andrew.
13.5 raw audio.
Sorry for the delay. Everybody was running a little bit.
Good seeing you, man. Good luck with your deliveries.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
It's been intense, but
Yeah, I mean, at least you
stuff.
just put them out there.
does the wife and daughter still come over and play sometimes?
Sometimes Maisie came over with me last weekend and played a little bit, but honestly, Ross and I have been duking it out on that thing, man. We can't stop playing it. I try to play it every afternoon.
I would suggest that if you're trying to do something fun, is just concentrate on just going through the different missions.
Yeah. I was trying to capture all the sharks, but it's hard, you know?
Oh, that's definitely tough.
That's
But you can focus on just like bash the ball, start a mission, finish that one, get another one going. You can get like through 2 or 3 missions in one ball. You can get to the mini wizard mode after you complete it. What's the last one that we're here? Which is pretty awesome.
Yeah, that is pretty awesome.
It's a good scene.
3, hold on a
I
second.
think Ross talked about it, but getting multi-ball during the night swim is pretty awesome.
He got that like twice yesterday and was screaming about it, and I'm like, get it, man, because I was editing in here.
But yeah, it gets all dark when you're in the middle of
The 3D part blew my mind, dude. I'd never seen that, and then it engaged yesterday, and I put the glasses on, and I was like, and then I forgot I had the glasses on, and then the ball dropped through the center. I'm like, fuck. Come on in, y'all. All right, I got that saved. Good seeing you, man. Take care of yourself.
Have a great day now.
All right, let me get your cameras ready to go here. Kill that logo. There's Eric, and there's Pat. And they're
phone, my guy? Yep.
and they're from Hollabox.
Holla box, holla box.
Yes, sir. All right, there we go.
Yoda Lady holler box.
You guys been good?
Yeah, man, Stan. Getting busy.
personally, we're staying busy.
Got to. Let me get Eric's mic on. There you go, Eric.
We good? You hear me?
Yep.
Hey.
Yep. You sound good. Kill that.
Hello, hello, hello.
That. Uptown. Okay.
What's up, Twitch?
All right. That is saved. We already had some stuff for the 13th. We had a 3 and 4.
We had a 3 and 4, so that
Okay.
is a 2.
Yep.
That'll be a 2.
Okay, cool. I just put it in there. I gotta edit it anyway. Keep that. Okay. Holler box. Would you like to begin?
Sure.
Here we go. In 3, 2.
Welcome back to A Corporate Time. We've got Chef Pat and Eric in here for a Hollabox German restaurant in downtown Sanford.
I like that.
German Restaurant. Zicke, zacke, zicke, zacke, hoi, hoi, hoi. Hollerbucks German Restaurant. Zicke, zacke, zicke, zacke,
Hoi, hoi, hoi.
hoi.
I can't roll my R's, but the AI can. So I just you take advantage of it. That's what you do. Good to see you guys. How's it been?
Hello.
Good, man. How you guys?
So you guys mentioned in the lobby that you got a meeting over at the Orlando City Stadium later on today.
Hey.
And
Yeah.
I know they just announced that that USL team, the Orlando Thunder, or I don't know what that is going to be playing at
Tracy
the
sent it to me. Hold on. I got
Orlando City Stadium, which
Orlando Storm.
Storm. Okay.
Yeah, the Orlando Storm. The
So-
Orlando Storm embraces the power, intensity, and unpredictable fury Central Floridians know all too well. This force will unleash its havoc at Inter&Co Stadium.
You guessed it. Eric and I are the coaches of the team.
I knew it.
I knew
it. I knew it.
That's right.
But and so when I saw this, first I saw some backlash. Some like soccer fans are like, keep American football out of our stadium, which I don't know why they care. Was it like what goes on when they're not?
Well, it's poisonous. You know? Like, what are they talking about? Somebody said that? Really?
Yeah, I just saw posts. You know, like you gotta say something negative on the internet.
My
That's how it
God.
works. How it
I mean,
works.
like, without football stadiums, we
But-
wouldn't have any EPL teams playing anywhere in North America. Y'all better reverse your stance.
I like the fact that they're using the Orlando City Stadium for other events beyond Orlando City games.
For
And
sure. Use what we got.
And it's good for them. It's good for the business. Like, and then I've always said, like, you know, and I know that the original plans were back even when me and Daniel worked for them when they were building the stadium. They wanted to bring in concerts and things like that.
That was originally the plan, and you didn't really, you know, and we were in all those meetings, and it was supposed to be the secondary medium venue for, you know, Orlando. It was going to be a little bit larger than your Hard Rock, a little bit larger than your, you know.
but smaller than the Camping World,
Right.
so then it could house certain acts.
But I mean, I think with Camping World and Kia and everything so close, it's it's hard to get use for all three.
And then,
True.
And then
Yeah.
it's outdoor, so the Kia Center, the arena, is going to take a lot of those acts because now you have weather involved and stuff. But going back to the USL and the it's I guess a minor league professional football team. These never work. Over and over, they
Yeah.
never work, and I don't understand.
I can't get behind this one, not because I don't think it's a great idea. Well, I don't think it's a great idea, but not because I don't want it to succeed. That's a better way of putting it. I want it to succeed. I just know it's not, and I don't understand why people keep doing
$1 million
this.
idea, arena football.
Yeah,
So-
it's just hard for me to right. I don't want to put my allegiance behind this. I don't need any more T-shirts that will be dead in
Right.
1 year.
I just said I have a Dwayne the Rock Johnson, whatever the last team XFL team was, in my closet. I just came across the
So
other day.
speaking of
mean,
XFL,
the Orlando Guardians. Remember
That's
those?
okay,
it.
we did some work with the Orlando Guardians, and I remember looking at the business model with The Rock being a co-owner, and then them getting a bunch of money. I looked at that. I was like, damn, this one might stick. Like, even though the 5 previous ones failed, I was like, oh, they got some money behind it.
No,
they
they're
got a
all going to
celebrity,
fail.
and then 1 year failed, or at least done. And so now they're bringing back this, and it's like, I mean, what are the chances it succeeds? To me, it's 0. It is 100% going to fail.
Orlando Rage, Orlando Apollo, Orlando Guardians, Orlando Predators, Orlando Storm. You forgot Orlando Thunder from the World League. I'll add that one.
Okay, yeah. That's
We've had
right,
a
yeah.
lot of, like, Orlando Thunder would have come the closest to succeeding in the NFL World League, I think,
I
right?
have a Thunder pin
It's pretty badass if you have that.
from back in the
Yeah,
day.
I was a big Thunder fan when I was a young boy because that was the height of my NFL card collecting days, and they threw the World League cards into the regular packs to promote the World League. So I still have a lot of those cards. Pretty
So,
wild.
I mean, I don't know why they just continue to fail or they don't go past the 1 year, but it just continues to happen.
Because it's usually not very good, and we all are okay with waiting for the NFL, and college is just great.
Yeah, but then how do they keep popping up over and over?
But if it does stick, right? This
But
could
it's
be
not
like
going
the
to.
next gazillion-dollar
It's-
thing, I guess.
No, it's not going to, though.
Yeah,
I mean,
It's
I
not
agree with
going to
that,
stay.
but, you know, it's like a lottery ticket.
But for the same
It
reasons.
is okay. It is a lottery ticket, Eric. That's good.
Because you're not going to win.
So, but I don't. Yeah, you're right, because I don't understand who's backing this financially.
Well, I can tell you. I had a list of them here.
They-
Hold on. Let me see if I can find them.
And that they can't see the same reasons why the previous ones didn't succeed. Like this one's not going to succeed. Like nothing's changed. What's changed?
We all,
now?
know, we all know that one location that's been like 1,000 different restaurants, and somebody just gets like some gumption, like, I'm going to be the one to turn this spot around.
Now,
Oh, there's a lot of those.
Now, okay, the
the
one.
Oblivion is one of those.
Here's the thing. The one thing that is different is the venue is different, and now it's instead of being at the Camping World, which was way too
Well,
big.
they made a better choice in the venue. So
Yeah.
if step one is find a better venue, then I think you accomplished that. But I still don't think it's going to work.
Because watching the Guardians at Camping World was horrible. I will admit
It
that
looks empty.
I wanted that rock money, and I tried to promote it for a minute, and I did get some of our listeners, hardcore BDMs. I convinced them to come out, and they all were mad at me.
Yeah.
When I was sitting there hot as hell. I brought my kids.
Didn't they hated it? Didn't
They're
they
like-
say it was the single worst
yeah.
event you ever took them
And then
to?
I couldn't leave at halftime because they all were there, and I was like, I want to
Yeah.
do something.
You
My
can't
kids,
sneak out.
my kids are roasting alive.
You're going to
in
be
the
like, I'm
sun.
going to get a pretzel, and then have them meet you at the concourse so they can haul out. I do that with my wife.
Oh,
I'm like, I'm going to act like I'm going to get food. Just meet me in the concourse.
It was so bad that I didn't even mention that I went because I couldn't lie and say it was at all good. I couldn't even say that I went because it was so bad.
The league's newest investor, billionaire Mike Repole, is playing a key role in its expansion. A New York native and longtime Orlando resident, Repole became co-owner of the UFL earlier this year. This is a new era of United Football League. We're looking to cities that are big markets and don't have a lot of professional sports, and that's why we chose Orlando, Columbus, and Louisville as our new franchises.
Who wants to bet me this will succeed? Because I will take that bet. Because
won't.
now that I heard a billionaire is backing it, this is just the classic example of rich guy wants to own a football team, and that's the fastest way these things all fail. Because he wants to own a football team, no one else wants it, and no one's going to go to these things.
If you put the Rock in his shoes, then all it is an ego stroke for the person who loves football. So the easiest thing for you, Trump did this, right? He had a league back in the 80s, and it failed. I mean, like, it's a thing.
but
like,
you know
where
what?
you buy a league and you put it out there, and then for 2 weeks, you're pretty cool, and then it fails.
The documentary about that was that that league was the
It was successful, wasn't it?
Yes.
It came the closest.
It came they had actually star players
Yeah, Warren Moon played in that league.
and they had well-known star players in the league, and other players were thinking about, like, it was the time where the NFL was weak and this could be competition, and Trump wanted to go directly against the NFL. Against the wishes of a lot of other owners, but because I guess he bought the majority stake, he pushed it through. And then once they tried to go up against the NFL and play during the same time, because the whole point was
that's what killed it.
It was going to be off-season football, and then as soon as they tried to go up against the NFL, the NFL won. But that was the closest there will ever be probably to any competition.
Here's a little more info that's interesting. The current UFL is majority owned by Fox Sports, which holds 50% stake. Other majority investors include Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, his ex-wife, Danny Garcia, who also resides in Orlando. I didn't know that. and private equity firms Redbird Capital and Impact Capital, which is Repol's investment group. So there are big names in this.
Can I get some of that private equity? Because they seem to be wasting a lot of their equity on stupid ideas.
Tax write-offs.
Yeah.
What would you do with it? Give me an idea better than a football league.
I mean, almost anything. What do you Another
It's
hollow
like
box?
a beach ball. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
Rebuilding
Yeah,
a
yeah.
Whataburger.
Yeah. I'll build a hollow box in Orlando. It'd be more successful. Like anything, hollow box any other place in Florida, more successful. Like there's 10.
Yeah.
It's going to fail.
Yeah.
And it's crazy that we keep doing this. Anyway. So what else is going on, guys? We're in the middle
Middle of Oktoberfest
yeah,
season.
yeah. How's that going in the hollow box?
Good. Like I said, I've been busy. Eric's been busy. We've got lots of stuff going on at all the places. We'll be at Avalon Park this weekend.
You're
and
still wearing your lederhosen.
I'm still wearing them.
Has English Dave given up yet?
He has given up. He went like 4 or 5 days.
Oh,
and gave
come on,
up.
Dave.
I know. It's okay though. Now I'm like I'm just the guy in lederhosen now. It's not a challenge anymore.
Well, it doesn't really even look weird now. I've seen people in lederhosen like probably doing a similar challenge that are just German people that are just live around Orlando.
Sure.
And I'm like, oh, that does not look out of place during Oktoberfest season.
That's
Yeah,
all
so
we've
we're
ever
gonna-
wanted was
We're gonna at least
make
get through
lederhosen normalized.
Oktoberfest for sure.
Yeah, 100%. And Dave, isn't he doing aren't you guys doing a co-op?
Yeah, so that's our chef's night for the holiday season, and I believe the end of November
November 20th.
is Christmas from across the pond. It's a Happy Christmas from English Dave and myself.
All right.
That's cool.
We
Tickets
just ordered
available at
we just
hollerbox.com.
ordered some accoutrements
You have to have
for dinner.
crackers, right? Like the little.
We just ordered some
Pulling
things for
crackers.
dinner.
Yeah, do you know what pulling crackers are?
No.
Like for Christmas. I found this out from Peppa Pig, and it's a really weird thing that the Brits have that we don't have, and I always thought they were pretty fantastic. But apparently they're like little boxes of presents or like with candy or stuff inside of them, and you pull the sides of them and they're
It looks like a toilet paper roll wrapped wrapped like a Tootsie Roll.
Yeah.
Okay, I've seen this
and
before.
you, but it has explosives.
Well,
And-
you sit around the table and you hold them, and then you like pull, and like it goes a certain way to which the gift goes. But
Yeah.
you have to come figure it out with English Dave. His
Oh.
explanation.
Yeah, it's like a little
No.
explosive popper, and you pop and it blows the candy.
They're called crackers.
They're called crackers, and Peppa Pig used to have
Christmas
them.
crackers.
And I would tell my wife.
I'm like, yeah, we eat them all the time,
I
bro.
would tell my wife, I'd be like, how come we don't have little exploding boxes with cool gifts in them? They do have
we
explosives
did that 4th
in them,
of
right?
July. I don't know. I've
I
done
always
it
thought it
once.
was explosive.
I did it one time.
You know what? 100% it's explosives just to make you happy.
Yeah, is it not? Is it
I have
just
no
like
idea.
I always thought it had a little like
Do we have to get
like a
people to
snap
sign
and pop.
waivers now?
Like
Or-
a snap and pop.
Or like those
Yes,
things
they
that
sell them
Pyro
at
Spot,
Publix.
where like you pull the
The
string
string.
and then it's like like confetti shoots out.
So-
Yeah.
Something like that, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's like that.
And that's
Pressurized.
okay. Yeah, and
Don't say explosive. Pressurized.
Yeah, it's pressurized.
and that's a
it.
holiday tradition in
In England.
in England.
When that's all you got, man. That's all you got. So.
Yeah, mince pies. That's another one. I remember one time we went out and found a mince pie for Santa because my daughter wanted it to be like book accurate, and not bad.
Like the fruit mince pie, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
not bad at all. Like pretty tasty.
Was that like a fruitcake essentially?
It's Swain. Yeah, no, it's like a pie, but with like fruitcake filling almost. So it's like chopped up spiced berries, dates, figs, whatever, baked in a shortbread crust.
Yeah, I just
Ah.
thought it was pretty good with coffee. Because somebody
Yeah,
got to eat all the snacks that are down there, and I'm not as big of a cookie man as I used to be. So
So when's the end of Oktoberfest?
So in Germany, it actually ended yesterday or Saturday.
Oh, really?
So the only place you can have Oktoberfest now is here in Central Florida.
boom.
for Hollowbox, when do you guys?
So
end it?
our big street party is the 17th and 18th. So the 18th
Okay.
will be our last kind of Oktoberfest day before we start gearing up into the holidays.
Hell yeah.
Gotcha. And what's going on at the street party?
So we will have food out there, pretzels, beer. We'll have some
King
vendors
Guys
out
band.
there. Yeah, the King Guys band will be out there playing music.
The German dancers. We got a magician who's gonna show up in
Yeah,
lederhosen.
Chef Ed actually.
Oh, hell yeah.
No,
is-
no, really?
Yeah, he's
Ed's
gonna
been,
come.
Ed's been a really good magician, and
For sure.
besides being a chef, this I'd say the last 2 years, he's really been busting his ass on his magic.
Yeah, 100%.
And trying to get way better. Not that he wasn't already good, but he's been practicing his balls off to get a new act.
But yeah, he's coming to do some street magic.
And he has
on
a
Saturday.
new act, and now he's performing out in
Lederhosen.
Yeah, and he's been trying to get it bigger and better. And yeah, I hope he gets it going. He's good job, buddy. He's been like working really hard on that act. So
Yeah, for sure. We're excited to have him. It's
That's
a
cool.
new aspect to our fest.
And can I
for
just
sure.
shout out one of our amazing
Please.
sponsors? We probably could not have put this event on without the Sanford Airport, actually.
Nice.
Coming in
awesome.
and helping
Yeah.
out with this. Like,
it's my favorite airport.
Yeah.
My wife says that's the best airport that she flies. That's like when
So easy.
like she will change her flights to use that airport because it is the most convenient.
yeah, they definitely. We haven't done
Nice.
this event in 2 years like this, and honestly, without them, like we might not have had the confidence
yeah.
or some of the support to do that.
Well,
so
thank you, Sanford
big shout out
Airport.
to them for real.
Yeah, for coming in and getting,
Raul.
because without having Hollowbox, Oktoberfest in Sanford, I don't think it feels right. We
Yeah,
gotta
yeah.
have that.
Lots
Thank
of
you guys.
comments over the last couple of years. People have been wanting it, so I think we're trying to give people what they want with what we can do. So
Yeah, no, and it makes perfect sense on the Sanford Airport being right there, and the fact that they have really cool, unique destinations.
and there's a holler box in it.
Yeah, there is a Hollowbox.
Yeah, there's a Hollowbox in it, and
That's one of the best parts.
a lot of there's a lot of
Just make
direct.
it better.
I got a picture yesterday of somebody sitting there eating breakfast on their way out of
Yeah.
Sanford
It's
Airport.
cool, dude. It's cool. It's way cooler.
Easier to park and get to a smaller airport, and then you don't have to park at Park and Bark, whatever. the
Tom, man,
shuttle-
that's the
just
worst
hit
thing
up-
we ever did. That's the
just
worst
hit up
thing you
Chef
and I
Pat,
ever did.
you
Tom
know.
and I were trapped at a Park and Bark for like 3 hours one day. I didn't think we were going to make it out of the Park and Bark.
Come park downtown, have a beer at the restaurant, and we'll take you to the
And can
airport.
somebody make me understand what does the bark part mean? Why is that even in the
Why
name?
are the dogs involved in
There's
this?
no, and why is your sign painted like a Dalmatian? This is weird.
Yeah.
And where's the trolley bringing us? I got to find my car. I got to get the hell out of here.
Yeah, dogs had nothing to do with this.
You just did it because it rhymed with park, and that's lazy.
So, what about is Halloween a big?
They do Halloween.
Yeah. Okay. Wait a second.
Yeah, they
Did
do
you make that
Halloween.
up? Is
No,
that your-
yeah, I don't know.
Is Halloween a big holiday in Germany?
Not so much. I'd say our more Halloweeny night is Krampus night for sure.
Okay. And
But Halloween, depending on the day, it's a at-home holiday. It's a go out with your kids holiday. It's not really a go out and eat holiday. So if it's a weekend, it's as normal business. But for the most part, kids are going downtown and trick or treating. Restaurants, I don't think they're doing that anymore.
No, they don't
used
do it on
to-
First Street anymore.
The city used to give out candy and make a whole thing about it. I think they direct people to the park on a certain night now. But my kids still go downtown because we live there, so they walk around and trick or treat still.
That's cool.
it's going to be a big party night, right, in Sanford on Friday. I mean, Halloween's on
Yeah,
a Friday. this
for
week.
sure. I know the joint should have a good night, and Burger Box should have a good night.
Yeah,
with
yeah.
people out celebrating in fashion. So,
Pat, you got to come up with some spooky food specials for those.
God, can I get the black bunned burgers like they had a couple years ago that make your poop blue?
Was that the
At
Whopper?
Burger King,
Was
yeah,
it
the
Burger
Black
King?
Whopper.
Did they make you blue?
Yeah,
I hadn't heard-
like
No.
weird green blue.
I didn't get any of that though.
I did it one time and never again.
For a hypochondriac, that's bad. Anything that comes through your green
Yeah.
means your food.
It's like when you drink too much red wine and forget. Like, oh my god.
Yeah.
When you eat beets.
Oh my god,
Yeah, yeah.
beets are disgusting.
Yeah.
They're
and
so
it-
good.
Pickled beets. Oh my
Oh,
god.
they taste like good dirt.
Oh my god, they rattle me. They make my spine shiver.
Sweet, sweet dirt.
My wife drinks this drink at First Watch called a morning meditation, and it's mostly beet juice with like a squirt of orange juice on the top of it.
sounds
I'm like,
delicious.
just punt that in the toilet. That is trash.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
don't like beets, Dan?
My mom used to make them all the time. She loved them. My mother loved beets, and she'd always put the eggs in there to make the eggs purple. And my dad and I would see him. I swear to God, it'd make my dad want to kill her. Like he was like, he's like, this is terrible. It stinks. The whole house smells like crap.
And you guys are doing another Krampus versus Saint Nick.
It's a little early. Are we doing it? Are we doing it?
Yep.
Hell yeah.
This year we do have to change the date a little bit, so it'll be December 4th. This is the first time we're announcing, actually.
Okay.
Perfect.
And we have our Saint Nick back, and our Krampus has had a big summer. He's actually a manana. His name's the Cheese, and he's going
it
to.
is that guy.
Yeah,
It is.
He's going to be, putting up his cheddar wurst belt maybe to fight St. Nicholas in the ring. So it should be an awesome time.
So you still got your same guy though, even though he's gone on to greener pastures and is now a manana
Yeah.
for the.
Cheese is our guy.
yeah.
Yeah.
He said he wants to do it for the rest of his life. So we'll hold
Well,
him
you
to
gotta
that.
lock that guy down.
Yeah.
He's fantastic. Yeah, awesome guys. That's killer.
And now Manana.
The Savannah Bananas.
yeah.
He's the
dance team.
the dad bod dancers. They're cheerleaders.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
he's one of those guys.
Yeah.
Also,
Not anybody can do that.
we've had a couple of the Savannah firefighters also have been in our events too. So it's weird how this world has gotten connected over the last year.
Yeah.
You need to keep connecting it until you're the official restaurant of the Savannah Bananas.
I
That's
love
what you
it.
need to
I
do.
love it. Yeah.
You know why?
do it.
I mean, yeah. I mean, why haven't they come and been at the restaurant? We got to work on that. We got to get young professor in
Dude,
here.
I'm friends with him. I'm
Love that guy.
on the social medias at least. So
Yeah.
we need to get them in here next time. They're
You've
down.
met that guy, right?
I'm pretty sure I've met him
Oh, he's
also.
the man. Young professor's the nicest guy in the world.
Yes.
That guy deserves so much success. All of those banana guys, when you meet them and they're so kind, they all deserve all the success that they're getting right now. And I hope it just gets bigger and better.
Again, when you go to Hollowbox in downtown Sanford, ask for a Tom and Dan pen. It's free.
Had lots of people over the last couple of weeks coming in. Had me busy running pins. So.
Okay.
Well, the weather gets to a point where you kind of want to I want to eat up. I don't know. When the temperature dips, I go, I want to eat up.
Yeah.
It's Hollerbox weather.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it really is. Like when
It's-
it's a little crisp, I'll stuff my little body.
Some drier air is coming this weekend, so it's a good chance to enjoy.
Ah,
that.
what are you sleeping with my wife? Hey.
I saw it on Facebook that some cool airs coming down.
Yeah, because all this rain, it should be sucking
Yeah, I
it
think
out.
Saturday, Sunday should be pretty nice.
It
so
should be.
Saturday Avalon when we're out there should be a pretty solid day.
Awesome.
Well, Chef Pat, Eric, thanks so much for coming by.
Appreciate you
Again,
guys.
it's Hollowbox German Restaurant in downtown Sanford. Go ask for a pen when you go there and enjoy some awesome German food.
Hollerbucks German Restaurant.
Hollerbucks. Hoi,
Second,
hoi, hoi.
I can't do that.
German Restaurant.
Restaurant.
Oi, oi, oi.
We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back with more corporate time.
Awesome. Great job, you guys.
It's no airtight 3, but
You know what? Yeah, I think Theo would probably prefer this. I'm just being honest. If I'm just going to make a judgment call here, I'm going to put myself in the driver's seat and say, you know what? He'd probably prefer this.
Somehow it has happened where Pat and I have become too edgy for Theo.
Hey, it's okay. Good luck with the meetings and everything. Hello, Zwang. Oh, good to see you. It's High Five Tuesday. We're running all Sanford all the time. I love your sequins.
Thank you.
You look very nice.
Thank you. Sometimes I take a shower.
It's a good color.
Sometimes. Isn't
I like it.
it? Thanks. You a teal man?
What's that?
You a teal
I am a
man?
green guy. Yeah,
Oh,
I like.
you know, that says a lot about you.
I like green. I like the color green.
Oh, green guy. That's different.
Oh yeah. I'm a green guy. Oh, this is cool. Oh yeah, I was just looking at the digital version of this. Where are my glasses? I'm starting doing this
Well,
kind of
I'm
thing.
only that was to help us with details if we have to, Okay, I need. This is so fun leaning against your wives. when they
Dahlia
come in
Black.
here.
Dahlia Black.
Dahlia Black.
Have I met? I think I've
So the
met Dahlia
Boulay
Black.
brother, well, we can chat about it, but
Okay.
here's the cool thing. They actually are Emmy award-winning producers of this whole drag
Did I leave
genre.
my phone out? Oh, no. My stone is.
Oh, I love mine. Sure. Anyway, so
I'm listening
so
to
it's no, it's okay. It's just they're currently on Netflix with a couple shows, and Dahlia has been on both of them.
Yeah, the name looks familiar.
Yeah, she'll make you question your sexuality.
All right, we got that.
She's a hottie.
This is good.
Oh, do you want that for your arm though? That might be fun.
I just gotta
thank you.
make one note. Where's that goatee?
That is
Tonight.
tonight at 3.
3, gotcha.
Woo!
3.
Do not the name tag. My mom yelled at me about the way I said on y'all's show, so now I have to be on. I told you she would. And we talked about her before with the fan and the situation. Yes. Yeah. We'll talk about it. How your mom talks about it.
Sorry, I gotta name a few things.
No. Oh, you mean you have to work? Isn't that
I know.
interesting?
It's the part I hate.
We don't expect it when we come in. Ow.
Tuesday.
post is my least favorite part of the production process.
Sitting here and remembering what to name things.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god.
Should see our production calendar. I get it. Dongs 201.
That's funny though. I mean, it'll make you smile.
It's real. Yeah, it's real. Yesterday I got to send out a press release about Kinkfest, so that was really fun.
We've been so football crazy that Riki's saying, "What's the over/under that they talk about football during Joe's segment too?" That's funny. We have been very football.
I know.
I'm into it. I'm
What are
into
the
it.
cams
Yeah.
behind me?
People don't like it though.
But we'll mellow out. We always do. It's funny because I bet you if we went back and looked at it, I bet you the first 3 shows after football starts are just football, and then we're like, oh, okay,
Well,
good.
yeah, it's a thing.
We're happy about it.
Tis a season. We don't get hoodies. We should get football.
You guys look good. Can you hear okay? Does that
I'm
sound
working
all
on the
right?
cans.
Okay.
Yes.
And then
I told
if you
mother's
need
coaching.
more or less, it's right on the little thing behind you. All right.
Thank you.
Joe and Swain for where are we putting this tea?
This is tonight.
Okay.
Yes.
Perfect. That sounds good. All right.
Tonight.
Why don't you bring us back?
Yep.
Phil Collins. Is that what you're
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to win. I'm trying to test my memory.
A little background music.
All right, here we go. 3.
Welcome back to A Corporate Time. We've got Joe and Zwane here from Fairville Megastore. How you guys doing?
Hi, so good.
Good,
How are
Good
you?
to see you guys.
Good to see
Me
you.
too. Feels like it's been a minute, but it hasn't.
Well, and
Yeah,
it
I
feels
know.
different because, like, I don't know if you've noticed lately when you're outside, regardless of it being still unbearably hot, there is a shift in the
A little bit.
Yeah, the amount of I think probably the amount of moisture has
Moisture?
changed a little bit,
Yep.
so you can tell that we are on just the cusp.
Right there.
We're so
So
close.
close.
To having that shift into our fall.
Yeah.
Like I was
Yes.
watching the
Fall.
news this morning, and I think they said in 2023 we got it in August.
Mhm.
We got a little taste of fall. In 2024 we got it in September.
September, yeah.
And then here
Now-
we are.
yep.
Yeah.
So
okay.
that's,
So we're
uh,
October, so it's
yeah.
moving. is
Soon
what
we'll
we're
get it
in.
in January.
and then I hate to say this, but soon it won't be here.
Yeah.
And we'll have to go to Georgia to get a little taste of it. And that's fine.
You know?
That's the
where
way
we
things
travel
go. I
for-
can't control that. I'm trying to. I'm
Yeah.
trying to be a good boy.
I watched a comedian the other day, and she talked about, isn't it wonderful in October how we start planning trips to go watch the foliage die?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, dude, in New England, the leafers. That's a thing.
Yeah.
yeah.
Right.
My mom was
Autumn
like
Glory
that.
in West Virginia. I love it.
Yeah, we would do that. It's my mom's favorite thing. As soon as we got to Virginia, we'd have to take a walk around her mother's house neighborhood and collect leaves.
Collect?
For a young boy
Yes.
who wants to play his Sega Genesis. There's nothing worse. That's why I feel for Tommy and Max when you make them do something crappy. Because I'm like,
Yeah.
I do not want to pick up
Okay,
leaves.
but they were doing crappy stuff in Sweden.
I
Like, that's
wanna-
pretty
No,
cool.
but I don't want to even pick up leaves in
Yeah.
Sweden. I want Sega Genesis Altered Beast, and I want a 2-liter of Mountain Dew, not even diet. Give me
No.
the real.
Full flavor, baby.
Yeah.
Room
Oh,
temperature.
So
Yeah.
fun. Nothing changes. No,
No.
one's that unique.
No.
So let's talk Grave Rave.
Yeah, here we are.
Speaking of things that are dying,
So
Grave rave. Let's talk about. You guys are putting on a grave rave.
I
Yeah.
next Wednesday,
Yeah.
October 15th, Daniel and I will be out there. It's the Fairville Halloween party.
We have our
Grave Rave.
costumes.
Yes, we do.
have our
tell me
costume.
about them. I was so
Ooh,
excited.
Surprise. This is a surprise.
It's a surprise.
I'm wearing that purple suit.
Yeah. And I have a suit
It's
that's-
whatever's closest to me,
And
Joe.
I have a suit that compliments him, and I already thought of what we are. We are salesman and assistant. Because we look like real hucksters, like the real snake oil guys.
Yeah, I can see
Yeah,
that.
yeah, we have
But
some.
are you going to do the old timey thing, or is it going to be because the old timey
Need a
snake
hat.
salesman, like with
No, these are more like 70s used
Okay,
car
okay,
salesmen.
all right, cool. So yeah,
Yeah.
so the suits.
I may
the-
do a wig too, because I got.
I was that guy's name something a hitch. What is
Hitch. It's something in
The-
Hitch, isn't
the-
it?
Oh my God! Do you guys start the race war? What's
wait.
happening? Like, is that the code word?
Is that-
Star,
That's the
Starsky and
code
Hutch.
word.
Starsky and Hutch.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
Starsky and Hutch.
Hitch is the
Yeah,
Will Smith.
That's their
bit.
son. Starsky and Hutch had a son named Hitch.
Right?
And it was played by Will Smith.
There you go. There you
And
go.
none of that's going to be happening at the Grave Rave.
No.
Tom?
So,
None of it.
I didn't know this was a rave when I signed up.
Ah.
Well, what did you think it was?
I
It
was
said
at the
name-
classic Fairville party
I-
with some delicious food, some drinks. There's
Well, I'm literally gonna roll my balls off, and I'm gonna kick-ass light show on down the road.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good time.
So let's go over the details of the party.
Please walk me through it.
So when me and
I
Daniel,
brought some of them.
when we get there, what should we expect?
I love this. Okay, first of all, I feel like we're going backwards to when Secrets was there. And he's like, walk us through the front door. And then we never made it past the front
Get
door.
there. We'll make it past today. You'll see.
All right.
Oh, no, but it's just such a fun way to do it. I'm a chronological learner, so I appreciate that.
All right.
So there's, if you are a VIP, which is an exclusive benefit to our Club F members, there is parking, priority parking,
Nice.
which is important because we do, parking is a thing. But
As I get older, parking becomes more and more important.
it's
For
worth
real,
the
dude.
VIP ticket.
I was just in Puerto Rico, and that was literally my biggest complaint. Was in San Juan, you can't find parking to save your life.
Well, the streets are also. My
So
dad's
small.
best friend was from San Juan.
Yeah.
The streets are scary narrow.
Oh yeah, it's so bad.
Like, and you drive fast as hell.
I was blown away that I did not get that my rental did not get any dings, or
Yeah.
that I got my full deposit.
Oh, you were
back.
driving yourself?
Yeah. I was
Hell
driving.
yeah, that's cool, dude.
That's so driving in PR is like diet Dominican Republic.
Okay.
Like you go from the crazy driving goes from Central Florida, you go down to Miami, Calle Ocho area, then you go from there to Puerto Rico, and then you go from Puerto Rico to Dominican Republic, and then from Dominican Republic you hit Jamaica, and that's like expert
lose
level.
their mind.
that's like and,
Yeah.
Crazy fast. Use your
Yeah.
horn. The
Yeah.
horn is a completely different thing.
Yeah.
It's not an
Oh, yeah.
anger.
No.
The horn is never used in anger.
It's,
The
"I'm
horn
coming."
the horn is used as a warning of, I'm coming
Heads
around.
up.
yeah, beep beep. It's
Yeah.
usually two beeps.
It took me a
when-
while to learn that as a young child. It was a little scary, and then you do it enough, and then you're like, okay, this isn't that bad.
Yeah.
We served in Jamaica, and it freaked me out every time because big trucks that deliver the water travel on those little things, right?
true.
So I asked, what's the rules? And they said, there's one rule: the bigger thing goes first.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a fair Villa rule, I feel like. I feel like
Not
that's
necessarily.
Yeah, you gotta work up to it.
I work up to it, right?
I like it when countries like the cars take over, and I'll explain. It's like where there are loose traffic rules, but everybody just agreed, like, hey, all together we're gonna make this work in our own way.
Yeah.
And you're
Like
like,
the
okay.
spinny routes.
And you're like, well, how am I
Well,
supposed to know your way? And you're like, you'll
Yeah.
figure it out as
Yeah.
you drive.
There's
You're
some
like, what?
there's some channels I watch, like live cams.
Yeah.
Where, like Joe's saying right now, like it's like a
roundabout.
South Asian sea
Oh,
of
yeah.
humans on little little gas-powered two-stroke motorbikes, and they're in the most perfect formation,
Yeah.
just going around, and it's working.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
works just fine.
Yep.
Scary
And
rhythm.
that's how communism started.
And I like it where when I see cars, I don't even understand what they are. You're like, why does it have 3 wheels and an elaborate genie couch
Don't
in the
worry
back?
about
And the
Not
front,
for you, don't worry about it.
And the front wheel is a bicycle tire. You're like, what the hell car
I
is
think
that?
about that poor guy all the time. Like, imagine the big old tourist he's got to be pulling around in
yeah.
his little genie mobile, just sweating. You know what I'm saying?
It's a
I
fun
know.
life, though. It's
Yeah.
pretty good.
I
The
mean,
genie
they do
mobile
it in
life, dude.
flip flops. It's impressive.
Yeah. Hey, and meanwhile, old diesel 1950s trucks are zooming by.
Unkillable communist war truck.
It's
Exactly,
like
yeah.
Frogger with
I was
humans.
picturing exactly that.
Yeah,
That's
the old Soviet diesel.
All right, we got too far away from the party.
Sorry.
here.
Yeah,
Back to the party.
Yeah.
So what can we expect? Me and Daniel, we show up. We're in our,
We're in our
costume.
suits, and
we're in
we're
our
ready
suits.
to the grave ring.
Yeah.
So what are we? Like,
Well, first and foremost, you're going to be met with incredible music, which is just, it's just, Dwayne, you've elevated our parties so much.
Thank you.
Absolutely. It's true.
When
I mean,
you get
it
a
was,
good DJ, like not even a good one, but one that's been doing it as long as
You
I've known this
hold
guy. Like,
on.
holy smokes. It's like, I mean, I remember texting you like 25 years ago, I feel like.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm actually on year 22.
I was going to say,
Yeah,
it's
year
got to be
22.
as long as, like, you're up there with me, because I
Yeah.
remember, like, and I feel old, man.
Yeah.
Like,
No, dude,
sometimes.
trust me. I
But
know.
it does make it easier when you do bring in
Yeah.
somebody that knows what they're doing. So, okay, we have
Yeah.
Dwayne on music.
yeah, which sets the whole vibe of
It
the
does.
thing, right? So thank you so much for recognizing the talent.
Thanks.
Be talenting. Yeah.
you.
Yeah, man.
As a matter of fact, he was just playing his opening set for me on our way in here.
Just the opening song. Just the.
Cool.
It was
Yeah.
very cool. So it'll set the tone. So vibes are in.
I'll be dressed as the Lord.
There you go.
Oh, you're going to be Jesus. I love
Yeah,
it.
wear what you want. Fun part is that so there's gonna be like get ready with me station. It's okay. Let me pull back. So we try to theme everything that we do, right? And we, as a matter of fact, we have an incredible events team that does a great job of
Yes.
that. This is literally designed to pique all of your senses. So you're going to smell things, you're going to feel things, you're going to taste things.
I'm gonna bring a dozen. So
That has to happen, right?
The pheromone station is real,
Like
and
when
you
you
have
go
to
to pull it
stand
out.
10 feet away. Oh.
It has to happen. You go to pull it out. It's like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
So
It's like when you leave a little bit of toilet paper, and I'm like, let me clean that up.
when I was planning everything, I told her, and I told her actually on the way here, that I just acquired about a dozen lights that I'm going to be bringing.
Nice.
So like I'm gonna try to get to talk to Jacques and see how many lights we can like offset so that we can do some really cool lighting, because I'm gonna be playing 2 days later at Will's Pub. Shameless plug. But,
Have you ever been to a rave, Tom?
I have never been to a rave.
I was going to ask that question. I had a feeling.
Oh, really?
The look of
So-
confusion that was washing over.
What do I
his
do?
face.
Yeah, it's,
You have to
Which
dance.
is why we're back at Secrets. It's a
So, yeah,
conversation.
it's-
I get it.
so you've never been to a rave?
No.
Okay, so all right, so right now raves are hard to come by because really a traditional rave is actually in an illegal warehouse where you've broken in, stolen power,
Yeah.
that kind of thing.
And
Play
then
music as loud as you can.
So yeah, so
Yeah, the
And then
blood
the
rave.
blood
Yeah.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, you're
Blade.
making out with Tracy Lords, and you're like, is that the girl from the, I think she was too young. And then your fangs come out, and you're like, eat me.
and then it's a lot of blood. It's crazy. But no, so raves traditionally were like that, but now you have places like EDC that are giving you the corporate version of that, or if you want a more traditional version, Hallucination Before Christmas in Tampa. But like this is basically, I'm trying to bring an amalgamation of all of that into
I love when he uses big words.
But you dance, right? You
yeah,
dance.
there's dancing,
Moving
there's-
your body,
yeah, you're gonna
expressing
be
yourself through
dancing,
movement.
yeah,
Yeah.
through movement.
How do you
Yes.
feel about expressing yourself through movement?
Okay, well,
You got this,
so
Hey, look how nervous he
you
is.
got an open bar, right?
Yeah, but it's
Yeah,
only
I'll
open
stand
if
over
you.
there.
It's only open if you express yourself.
If
with
you're,
drink.
if you're open.
So
Only
the
open if
bar,
you're open.
let's talk about that. There is
Yeah.
absolutely beverages available. We do manage our beverages a little bit because of the environment that we're in, right? But Secrets sponsors our bar, so beverages are free.
No,
And
nice.
there is an after party at Secrets as well. So if you're
Nice.
digging the vibe of what's happening at Fairvilla
Where I'm
and
going.
you meet some fun
That's
people,
where I'm going.
you just take the little flyer that you have right now and you take it there. And
They
you'll
call me
get free-
Grave Rave Dave.
Right?
And I'm going to the after party.
Have
Grave
you
Rave-
met? There's a Dave
Every-
out at Secrets.
Well, look,
with a-
everybody's gonna know me as Little Grave Rave Dave.
Little Grave Rave
yeah.
Dave.
Yeah, and I'm coming. Literally.
All right, Mac,
No.
heads up.
Yeah.
That's
I'm actually going to bring him one time this year. You guys need to meet
Dave?
the general manager.
Grave Rave Dave.
Grave Rave Dave.
Rave
we might
Dave.
bring him out. But the general manager of Secrets is amazing.
so you guys aren't gonna tell us what you're going to be dressed as?
Well, used car salesman. I told you.
But
Starsky and Hutch.
Oh, yeah,
I
that
thought that
purple
was a bit
suit.
because you said that you said you didn't. You said you weren't gonna tell us, and then you said it.
No, I lie a lot on this.
Oh, he does, Wayne.
I do lie. I
He's
lie
a
lot.
liar.
I'm
He
a
is a liar.
pathological liar.
I'm sticking with surprise.
If we're on the air, I do feel like anything I say on this, it's like doesn't even matter. I feel like this is the international
Sure.
waters of the world.
Don't
The
tell Israel.
Bermuda Triangle of communication.
Thank you. The Talkmuda Triangle.
Okay, so where's Wayne? Okay, give me an idea. Where's Wayne going to be set up, and where are people going to be dancing?
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
okay.
this is so fun. Look at his face.
He's freaking out right
He
now.
is
He's
really
got
freaking
full
out.
anxiety face.
So the last time for this summer party, I believe I'm going to be in the same spot, right?
Yeah.
That's my new spot, my new
Yeah.
DJ booth, because now I'm their DJ now.
Yeah.
So I have a DJ booth, and it is right when you walk in. That first, when you walk in, and you look straight up. My DJ booth is right there on the second floor.
Okay.
Okay, all
So
right.
yeah,
exactly
so-
what I
Now, I want to talk about, though, on the bottom floor when you walk in, what you're used to on the left-hand side
Yeah.
is stuff. And we actually clear that for the stage because we're going to be having incredible performances.
Yes.
Incredible. Netflix. If you're watching Netflix right now, Emmy award-winning Boulay Brothers. They're doing a whole series on drag, celebration of the genre. And Dakota Black has actually been in... Well, she's Dahlia. Dahlia Black. An incredible individual in all of her costumes. But she has been in both Dragula, which was her first show, and now has come back in Titans. And she's from Orlando, so she's bringing her little entourage, and she does incredible. It's not your mama's drag. not your mama's. As a matter of fact, brings the incredible genres together because she is freaky and haunty and spooky and fabulous and sexy
Spooky
and
drag.
sultry. Yeah, spectacular.
I like
and
that.
festivally, colorfully,
Yeah.
and cute as hell. Should make you question things,
There you
which
go.
we love. Yeah. So there's an incredible stage there. So you sit and watch entertainment. Again, if you've got the Club F VIP, which there's going to be some amazing people in that room, I heard.
Tom, you look confused. You have some questions for Joe. Follow up. Follow up for the senator. The senator from Castleberry has a
All right,
follow up.
we're pausing on entertainment.
Now you're telling me that you're gonna have some there.
Set the timer,
Let me
sir.
read it here. Some Dracula up on the stage, dancing around with a ding dong. Does this Dracula have a big vampire ding a dong? Because I don't know about that.
Vampire ding dong. So you still haven't
That's a
answered my
different-
question.
You're
so I
becoming-
walk in.
You're becoming the
And then
senator.
what happens?
You have got to splice that with your secrets interview. That's the same. So I walk in.
Kodak Black is there. Dracula.
Kodak
So you're gonna be met with
Zwane's
things-
upstairs.
That's right. That's
Dressed
right.
like
He's dressed
Jesus.
like
The
the Mexican
music
Jesus.
is going crazy, right? So you,
Dominican
I don't know.
and Lebanese, actually.
Lebanese Jesus.
Close enough.
Jesus.
You know.
see a little bit of everything. There's something for everybody. But that's I mean, when you walk in, what you're going to be addressed with is things that challenge your senses, Tom. It's going to be all kinds of new noise and
And then
new
you put your
sights.
hand in some spaghetti, and they're
No.
like, it's worm.
Let me tell you.
I'll make a spaghetti in there. I
So
feel it. I
we-
smell it.
This
we
isn't
are-
eyeballs. This is grapes with jelly on it. What do you think I am, a baby?
So we're going to take that idea and Fairville it up a little bit. So in our second and a half
Oh,
floor,
throw me in a please throw me in a toilet full of ding dongs. A big oversized toilet. Grease up some
right.
dildos and just
Yes.
toss me in there. And then tell me it's snakes or something. Like,
And then I'm filming them.
like that's a bad look. Don't show this to my daughter.
Right, that. So we didn't do that.
Yeah,
But we should think about that perhaps. But we are doing a sensory wall, so you are going to have the opportunity to be blindfolded.
I know what that is. That's a glory hole.
Oh, not that.
I don't
Not
have it
that.
there.
Yeah, is that what we call it now? Sensory wall? You can't say glory hole anymore. It's racist.
No,
You
yeah.
gotta say sensory wall.
Also, can't say that in our industry at our store. So
Glory hole?
We're
You
not
can't
gonna
say
do
that?
I mean, you can say it, but we're not going to do
Oh,
it.
it's like
Oh,
running in a
okay,
head shop
yeah.
and yelling bong.
I don't. Yeah, that part.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
that
so
part.
funny to do that today. Like I still can't say it in a head shop anymore.
Which
you
is
know-
insane because I can buy weed at a gas station.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't like when the hole's big enough to see your legs.
Yeah, make it small.
It's not so much glory.
Yeah,
I like you to
I'm
stuff
like, I
yourself through the hole.
Yeah.
Keep it tight. Keep
Yeah,
it snug.
I can
like,
see who's back there.
keep it tight around the base
Yeah,
like
yeah.
EJ's pants.
Yeah.
Okay, so I
Put
will
some
talk-
duct tape
I'm
in there.
gonna-
I
Yeah,
like a
tighten it
duct-
up.
I
Put
like
a
a-
shim in there. It's too loose. Can you shim it up?
So I'm going to tell you guys
It's
a
too
little.
loose and floppy.
A little Fairville story around a glory hole. Actually, we
Oh, God.
do. Well, you know the story.
Oh, okay.
So we support lifestyle takeovers, right? There are people that come in town and they will rent out entire hotels here in our area, and they close them down for the weekend, and they do what Secrets does, right? So and of course we love on them when they come into town. We adore the people that we serve. So one of our hotels, which we recently attended a chamber event in, had been one of these.
Yes,
And
I
I
remember.
sit down for lunch, and I'm like, I can't unsee what I saw when I was here last time, which was actually the glory hole room that they had.
Oh,
at
yeah,
the
they
takeover.
set one up.
Yeah, well, the lifestyle people did, and so we were there for that event, and then fast forward months.
Yeah.
Where we go to this luncheon, right? And we're sitting there, and I'm like, I can't unsee what I saw the last time I was in this hotel. So you just have to be
I'm
careful.
gonna give you
what
a
watch.
shocking
What'd you
stat.
see?
Can I give you a shocking stat?
It's just, you can tell me. That's all I want to know.
I'm gonna give you a shocking stat you may not know because you're a little more vanilla than old Danny D.
You
Yeah.
say that.
Grave
You
Rave
talk about
Danny.
it.
Love it when
Yeah.
you get spicy.
Yeah,
with
you're
them.
let's just say you're not a little Grave Rave Dave like I am. Every room you've been in has had a glory hole in it. Every room.
No,
Every room in the studio, every room across the globe's had a glory hole in it.
no,
Yep.
no, I would see it.
And
Every
now
single
I won't
room.
unsee
Yeah.
that.
Can't unsee it.
No, I know what it looks like. I've seen it. Yeah.
I
I've
know.
always-
I
go
know
ahead.
in the old radio
Well-
studios there have been some wild stuff
You
happening.
got to put the newspaper on the window so your program director doesn't see it.
Ah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Or do it after hours like the Hideout did.
Yeah, they did.
So
You're backwards.
I'm inside now.
The music
You've
going.
seen
Dwayne's
the
up
stage.
there.
Yeah,
He's
there's a
playing
stage.
rave music.
You have
The
a
Lord is up there.
you
for
have a
us.
raspberry white claw, which is one of your favorites.
Okay, yeah,
You have
I'm
a
drinking that.
watermelon in the pocket of your suit. You got a backup.
Oh, yeah, I got a bunch in my
Me,
pocket.
little grave Rave is standing next to you. We're in our suits.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
music's pumping, and
Yeah.
then I'm moving a little bit.
Yeah.
So who's there? Just I know there's some industry people.
Yes.
There's some Fairvilla customers.
Yeah.
Movers and
Some
shakers.
BDMs are there.
Yeah, thanks. So this is a
BDMs,
party that
BDSMs.
this neighborhood has been looking forward to for 50 years. I mean, Bill Murphy has been throwing Halloween parties that rival club things out there, right? And we just, again, we put the Fairvilla twist on it, and the neighborhood joins us, and we currently have an RSVP list, and this doesn't include those fancy of us that don't RSVP, but we're looking at about 350 people.
It's a big
joining
event.
us.
Wow.
It's a big event.
Yeah, it's a large event, and that's why I said the VIP is really exciting, which I'm glad you guys are going to be there because we're actually blacklighting out that entire space.
Uh-oh.
And,
Yeah, that's gonna be bad. I need to do some
You
cleaning.
chose the wrong light.
Yeah.
Well, our last VIP room, Secret sponsored, and they brought beautiful white leather furniture, and it was a whole. So this VIP, I mean, we love to spoil our people, and the swag bag that you get is like worth $150. I mean, We Vibe has actually sponsored this entire VIP room, and they're giving away things that you can't purchase
go.
yet. So yeah.
Okay.
Really cool.
So lots of giveaways, lots of raving.
Yeah.
Definitely
an upscale,
Games.
nice-looking, fun time with your significant other. It would be
Yeah.
impressive to bring someone you love to this because it's not your average
Or someone
party.
you want to love.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And again, it's October 15th from 7 to 10. Fairvilla Megastore location on OBT.
Perfect time
The
to check
original.
out the mega store. I feel like if you've been like, I don't know, like this would be good. You
Place is
you know,
massive.
get a costume, stop by, you know, have a cocktail, say hi to us, hang out.
And you could buy stuff at the store
sure.
while you're at the party as well.
Oh, sure, yeah. But there's, go ahead.
Well, there's there's a lot of the festival stuff right now, especially
Yeah.
obviously being the season. That's why it's a Festaween, celebration. But the mega store, all of the stores have festival and festival adjacent stuff. So like everything from little bags that you take into one of the places.
The right
to
bags.
to they have the eargasm earplugs, which I think is appropriate, being Fairvilla and all.
Sure.
And yeah, no, there's a lot of festival. Like I'm leaving for Halloween in 3 weeks. I'm looking at my fucking freaking list.
Tattoo watch.
Yeah, you're
Sorry.
fine.
But no, I'm leaving for Hula in 3 weeks, and yeah, I got I have a bin that is just all Fairvilla stuff that I'm like, oh yeah, I need to use that, need to use that. I got some earplugs. I got the little fanny pack.
The body wipes.
Yeah, the body wipes. Yeah, so. Sorry, we did a show.
Hydration.
Yeah.
We did a podcast the other day where we were actually talking about, again, and we've brought products in here before where we talk about what an athlete can use, right?
Sure.
So festival is a huge season. EDC is actually happening 11/8 through 10, so that's coming up. So anything, if you're watching TikTok and you're trying to figure out what to wear, what to take, or what to bring, good news, our entire staff is educated, so you can come in and you can fill your bag and get everything that you need for your next festival, no matter what age you are, no matter what you want to wear. And some people worry about that too, like, I have a 40-year-old body and I'm not going to dress like an 18-year-old. Well, bring your 40-year-old body into Fairvilla and we can make it look fabulous, right? So that's festival, and then Halloween.
That's where you excel of not buying online. You buy
for sure.
You buy this it's a lot of it's not good, and it's not gonna be flattering. It's not, especially for ladies. I know how particular you are with the way things lay and how things are cut. Dudes, we can roll a little easier sometimes. But for ladies, I hate seeing people and my wife's wasted a lot of money sometimes, but you buy something online, you get it in. She does it with Maisie all the time. She'll buy something for her kid, and it's just like, this is not cut right.
Yep.
If you can go to Fairvilla, actually see it, talk to somebody and try it on, save yourself some time.
Especially when you're talking intimate apparel, and people forget we have personal shoppers. So literally, you could even call and make an appointment and say, I had an amazing experience. One of the girls at the store pulled out like 7 costumes for me. I was like, I don't have time for all this. So knowing what I like, knowing my,
That's cool.
you know, little, yeah. So she pulled a bunch of stuff out, and in 15 minutes, I had my costume ready for her, and pulled out all the accessories to go with it, so I didn't miss a step.
Because they know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Joe said, they're educated. They know all of, you know, what to pair with what, the best brands, what's going to fit your body style the best. That's why Fair Villa is, you know, they've been in business for 50 plus years. That's why.
I need a new piece for my goth costume because I'm going to another goth party.
You need
that I-
a,
my-
you need a, you need what you need? You need a you know, a
Chest
fur cloak with metal chains that come across here.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Where you're
I
like,
like
I'm
that.
the
Chris
goddamn
I
king.
like that too,
Yeah,
bro.
Chris Angel
A
style.
Game of Thrones.
Yeah, you
type,
need a Game
Yeah.
of Thrones fur.
I'll get purchasing right on that. That's hot.
Yeah, we'll find you one of those, man. You can wear it, and then you can get stuff all over it.
You know.
Ruin it. You
What
can
kind
ruin
of
it.
stuff?
You can ruin it. You know.
Joe's Wayne, thank you very
Good
much
seeing
for
you
coming
guys.
by.
Thank
Good to
you
see you
Thanks for
guys.
being here, guys.
See you soon.
Yeah, we'll see you October 15th from 7:10 at Fair Villa Megastore for your Grave Rave
Yeah, ma'am.
Halloween party.
I'll see you there.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Got it. Thank you, guys.
Thank
Awesome.
you. You are so funny. I literally want a cut of you going, what happens when?
Where's that go? Tuesday 4?
Yes.
Oh, I think these go right here. I feel like I have that when we did it was when we did Jess and Jordan.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Which, by the way, guys, they suffered a really huge loss over the weekend. Tragic loss of their assistant manager.
Oh, really?
Literally talked to him 1 minute, and the next minute or the next morning, we got a text that he was not with us anymore.
Oh, my God. I'm so
yeah,
sorry,
you
guys.
see them
That
out on
sucks.
them. You just dropping our stuff like you're at a festival.
Oh, sorry.
This is festival behavior, sir.
Yeah, it is. I'm sorry. Good to see you, bro.
Good seeing
Yeah,
you guys,
good seeing
too. I'm sorry I'm
Okay.
trapped in my dumb little cave over here.
I don't know because my kid's at school the next day, so
Well, you do have plus ones on your VIP.
Got
Some
it.
don't, but you're definitely welcome to them.
Okay,
Save this other one. Tuesday 3.
And if you're popping in, seriously, time frame 7:30 to like 9 will probably be the meat and potatoes. If that helps you at all. Yeah, I don't think that we probably don't start entertainment. Like Dahlia won't come out until like 8ish.
No. It's not that one. It's not that one. It is the Monday.
we love the masses.
See you guys. Yep. Do we have to do a few more, or is that lunchtime?
No, that's it. It's lunch.
All right, bye, guys. See ya. We'll see you.